Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Slab Sharks auction live show. Sid Wink in the chat has said he already actually joined the wrong one. Yeah, we're scheduling a little bit in advance today. Trying to be
Josh is a planner.
work ahead.
What up, Monty?
A little bit. I'm here with Baba Louie. I'm here with Phil. We're here with special guest, Phil's friend, who I just got to meet like 5 minutes ago for the first time. Oh, God.
Guidezag.
So bad. I'm so bad with names.
What's up, Chief?
What's up, Louie?
You might have to go with that. Guidezag. I'm going to say it. I'm going to get it right because I think it's rude, and I don't want to be rude. Yeah. Well, we got any cards to look at, Phil? Oh, this one already ended, eh?
Here we go. Tyson Forrester, Neil card.
You got her,
Jeff.
right?
I got Jeff McMahon. I got a big Larkin card for you tonight. You better buy it. Jeff. That's your card.
Ooh.
Oh.
Who's on music?
Oh. Yeah. Can do that.
Josh's music guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Gee, say hi to everybody in the chat.
Hey, chat.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Chad.
Lucas, what's up? Jeff, Hamza, what's up? Lucas, Brett, Henry. Hey, boys. What's up, Henry? Mohawks, what's up, brother? There we go. So I don't know who's anyone bidding on that card. It's over. 86 bucks.
Did he not just get hurt? Did you guys see a story about that? Like,
Didn't the finals just finish?
no, like off-season training.
Oh no! Oh my God! Look at this. We got to look at this after. What happened, Josh?
What is that?
We'll get to it in 43 seconds. This is pretty wild. Who's bidding on a in-person odd, or is that an in-person? No, be a player. Is there a?
Yeah, I heard his bicep.
And that's how he signed it. Come on, Paul. Paul, come on. What are you doing?
Well, Paul Korea auto is very rare, though, right? So
I know,
anything
exactly.
is going to go for.
Let's see. More? 255? Thinks who bounces here. Oh boy. Nothing. Oh well. Okay. Now who cares? Yeah, look at that. Incarnations.
Is that really how the card looks, or is that picture?
No, it's the primary colors coming out of the lens, right? It's just the shimmy shine.
That's the way the scan took it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, their scanner. I got you.
Yeah, it's just a foil card, isn't it? Gee, have you ever seen any of these cards?
Not in person, no. And I'm always skeptical with buying them as well, just because I don't know how the inserts, how they how their values are long term. It's tough.
Yeah.
Inserts have to have a brand in order, like there has to be sort of a. I don't know if there's a better way to put it than a brand, but where it's like a known thing where that people value it, even if it's rare. There's a lot of rare inserts that nobody really cares about.
Yeah, and I guess at that point it's like which one appeals most, best with the people, which one's the most collectible, which one's gonna retain its value long term. Unless you don't care about that and you find it a good looking card and you want to hold on to it, that's a whole different story.
These are pricey though, because Billy always associates rarity with value, and I do not. And so every time we have Billy on, he was like, "You don't know how rare these are. These are like 1 in 300 million cases." Yeah, but if the card isn't aesthetically pleasing to the masses, then maybe it should be that rare. Right? No one's going to go look for the diamond in the rough. I don't know. I kind of like these, saying all that smack.
I'm a bad one to ask though, because portraits are not my thing, so it's tough to.
Look at this. Sundin got dirt cheap. Yeah, it's because this is in a slab and it's a 9, I guess. I have no. I think it's because it's Celebrini and Art Barkarov. No offense.
I feel like a lot of these rookie portrait cards are. I mean, they're really nice if you were to get them signed in person. Like these are the kind of cards instead of a typical base card to go get signed and authenticated.
Yeah, good call, brother. Although going through a lot of my old Peachy Platinums, it feels weird to say, it's been out for a decade. The autographs are withering. And I think I've had my longest Brady maybe like 5 years now, I guess. Whenever, I mean, I got it like week of that it came out. No, that's a lie. I got it like 4 years ago, and I feel like it's already fading. So I don't know how autos on these cards would be good. An auto on a cardboard card is almost there forever in a weird way. It becomes part of the fiber, wraps around it like venom on a victim. You know? Yeah. Oh, here we go. There's action. 348. Who's buying this card? I love it. There you go.
Wow.
350. Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that ever.
No.
Great.
Do you guys know how special this card is? The Score Summit Golds? Well,
Yeah.
I call them golds. They're artist proofs, but this is this. So Alfredson PSA 9 of this cost me a lot of money. And then I found the 10 for relatively cheaper, but this is a big card.
So is this a good price right now on the Sakic?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're a
Huge
Sakic
good
guy.
card.
You might want to get in on this.
If you're a Joe Sakic guy, you want to get this card. A lot of these special 90s cards either go for big bucks or they slip through the cracks. I feel like this will slip through the
They
cracks.
just don't have a lot of awareness yet. It's like the people that know.
Good job.
But gee, do you guys do a lot of 90s cards, or are you more ultra modern?
If we do, I mean, obviously, like any card is attainable or is desirable at the right price for us from a vendor's perspective. And obviously, condition matters too, grade matters as well. But we typically, unless it's because there's so much of the 90s junk wax era cards, we typically, not to disrespect it, but we typically just try and go for the graded if available.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
If we come across it.
It's nice, Gretzky. I want to say sticker auto, but it's not.
No, looks like one.
Looks like one. It's a nice sign of the times. 33. We got some action here. Yeah, this card's getting graded for sure. But you're not going to get a PSA 10 in this climate. My opinion, IMO.
A lot more 9s coming out of PSA lately too, with that whole recentering thing and the new structure, I guess you'd call it,
Yeah.
which is good.
Oh, man, like this card should be over $100. Like,
Wow.
it should be. I'm really happy for the buyer. Great value there.
I don't know anything about them. That's a fun part of this hobby, though, is that you can, like, every day you can see a card you've never seen before.
Yeah. Ooh, I like this comment from South Ryan. That's right, Josh. This is your specialty. Josh
Yes.
Shipoo up top there always says that. Yeah.
I think in the long run, there will be a premium on playing days autos because all Upper Deck does is pump out Gretzky autos year after year after year. So, like, at some point, is an Artifacts auto from what's the difference between 2020 and 2024 when it's 2032?
And you can tell he's in a rush here. He's like, look, I got a game to play. Here you go. Yeah. All right. We see any? I say any Gretzky under 1,000 and in Oilers uniform or Kings is great. So the Rangers, I don't have a rule. I don't know, but okay. Well, $9 over.
Oh, Jay Lee.
What up, Jeremy?
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. If I
That's
wasn't on my
pretty.
abstinence of buying cards, I'd be all over. I'd be at this for like 150. Yeah. I chilled out on the cards tonight, boys. I picked quality over quantity a bit. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Jeremy? What's going on, brother? My big Albertan redwood. I'm his little Ontario shrub. I'm a little honeysuckle over here. Yeah.
Uh,
All right, I'm going to scoot ahead for a few cards so we don't miss any big ones. Oh, look at this. Flare, fling flong.
Flim
Gosh.
flong.
Oh, there's another. Look at that, Louis.
Louis.
Don't
very
worry
nice
about it.
Oh, Jean Beliveau, the gentleman himself. 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. $585. Excellent price. Another Beliveau. Lots of Gretzky autos tonight, too, boys. Okay, so we got 8 cards in 15 minutes. I think that's much more reasonable. Luscious Louis. I don't know about
What?
that. That's his pet name.
Ooh.
Jeremy, that's private.
What? You don't share that in here? Come on, that's secret.
Yeah. So I thought there was a card I was going for tonight, but I can't find it anymore, and I forgot to hit watch. So joke's on me, I guess.
Are you watching the 1-of-1 Cup Masterpiece?
The Bedard?
No, the Kachuk.
No, I saw that card. I'm not interested. No, I am not interested. But here, let's preview some cards we're going to be looking at earlier. I'm just going to prep them up here. So, G, as you have juice labs with your buddies, right?
Yeah, we there's 4 of us current active members right now. It's
Okay. 4
myself,
board members.
yeah, Adrian, which I think you've met, Nick, which you've also met, and then we have a new recruit named Josh, because every group needs a Josh, right?
Yeah.
Every group needs a
Every
Josh.
group
Yeah.
needs a Josh. But
Maybe.
yeah, we started off, for fun, just vlogging our grading submissions, case openings, and then started getting a bit more creative with vending at card shows, giving out actual juice boxes with sales, and
Who doesn't love a good juice box, brother?
right? It's great
Yeah.
advertisement.
Do you know what guy that is? Yeah, that's the juice box guy.
It's a memorable experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got into it a bit more seriously and formally, just because at the end of the day, you're spending a lot of money as you get more and more serious into the hobby, and you want to make smart decisions at the same time while you're having fun. So we kind of put the group together. We learn from one another. Each of us have our own strengths.
That's awesome,
we're
man.
always, exchanging our insights and what we've learned. But the group is not only a reflection of our friendship, but it's also our commitment to and love for the hobby. So it's
Well said. That's good, man. So are you the spokesman of the group, or do you have another outgoing person?
we all equally kind of share,
Representation.
yeah. But most recently, kind of exciting, we have so Adrian Garcia from our group and Coleman Bennett from Ontario's Card Corner.
I know him. Yeah. He's a hard worker, brother. He works hard.
Oh yeah. But they started a podcast together recently as well, called Card Talk Canada. But yeah, they're the masterminds behind the group. They're
Okay.
going to put out more content for the card community, because there's, I think there's always a desire for more of it to be out there, and people always want to watch and learn and see more.
Yeah.
For them, it's also an avenue to connect with clients, offer a different.
Yeah. Come on, it's exposure for your business, right?
That's part of it, right? But it's also you want to offer a different perspective from like the vendor's perspective to what we're collecting, how we manage our show inventories, shows we go to, kind of give our own insight on trends and market analysis, and maybe ultimately also invite other guests as well and have them share their insights and enhance the overall hobby experience for everyone. So it's exciting stuff. They just kind of got it going. I think they have 2 episodes out right now, but more.
Nice.
Yeah.
I smell a collab, possibly. That's good. Yeah, he's never mentioned anything to me. That's funny.
Who hasn't?
I always forget his name. Ontario Cards guy.
Coleman?
Is that his name? I don't know. He's
yeah.
I get confused, man, at the Ottawa show sometimes.
He's a busy guy.
He's the front of it. What's his name? Coleman?
Yeah, Coleman.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I've met him a bunch of times. It's just it's hard to keep track sometimes.
He's got always got like the nicest cards in his display. Massive cards.
Yeah. He's been working hard. I think I've tried to pick up a couple of cards, but it's been a bit difficult. He's pretty firm on some things, so that's okay. That's all right.
Just got to work them.
Yeah, no, I don't care that much.
No.
Here's some nice cards for tonight. There's a really nice Premier Bedard. Oh, I guess
big
I can
card.
look in. Yeah, this I love. I think this is a really big card. So what would you boys rather, this one or that one? Oh, I don't know. It's hard. I think the other one. Yeah, I think
that patch is kind of insane. I know you're anti-red on Blackhawks patches, but it's got a button. You can push the button. Why wouldn't you want that?
I would enjoy proper representation. I've never said I don't like the red. I don't like sometimes the texture of it. Not literally, but like That is nice color flow to me. 3 colors, nice big black. It makes my eyes happy. It really does. This makes my eyes not as happy. I just want to press that red button every time.
Make your wallet happy though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love this card. I'd probably bid on that if I was super rich.
We haven't seen the 2023 his rookie Golden Treasures, have we?
No.
I don't think so.
Do you guys think it's hiding in e-packs or?
That wouldn't the hobby go nuclear if that happened?
What do you say? What'd you say, G?
If it's hiding in an e-pack.
Oh, probably is. Yeah. PWHL today sold out on e-pack. I think that's the first product ever.
Wow.
Sold out completely. Yeah. I saw about 180 posts and 2 cards for sale. So I think they're all trying to figure it out. They're all Googling who these players are.
How expensive are the boxes? I never even had time to check.
I don't know. Totally sold out. I do need to mention there's a mosquito in my office. I can't find him, but if I do find him and I start acting more crazy than normal, that's what's happening.
Okay.
Just letting you know. All right, let's scroll ahead here and see
Louis
what's
card.
going on.
I think the PWHL boxes are like $400 or $500 now. Which is
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
Are you bidding just to?
No, I'm not bidding. No, I don't know. I thought Louis was looking, but I guess not.
Is there really no Kaprizovs in the auction?
Yeah, there's 2. I got 2.
It's not pulling up on.
Oh, look at this. I like this. This is a nicely uniformed rough card.
Yeah.
Nicely centered, nicely smudged and rounded. Beautiful. Facsimile. Did you know that's what it's called, G? When there's the autograph is printed, it's called a facsimile.
I didn't know that.
Now you do. There you go.
Learn something new every day.
Okay. Another Beliveau. Oh. Oh. Yeah, the first hour's Mateus Michelli. That's our biggest card in the first hour right here. Black feature watch. All right, $61. That's a great price for somebody. 62, another good one. I thought this would go over for 100 for sure. Jeremy, you going for it?
Jeremy and Madonna guy?
If he doesn't respond, he is, yeah. Yeah, this is a beautiful Beliveau. I would love this. Yeah. I don't know anything about the prices. Do you do any vintage, G, or do you stay out of that lane?
It's always tough when you don't know much about something. It makes it all the riskier to try and buy and get into it.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of research on, the typical Gretzky rookie card and Lemieux from OPG. So I started buying those just because, it was the most desirable, most talked about, and they moved really easy at shows. And it was also a card that I always wanted to own because I always saw.
Okay.
But yeah, I do. For now, it's just Gretzky and Lemieux. We have Nick from our group is actually really, really. He knows a lot about vintage and is dabbling.
Oh, good. So lean on him.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna lean on him.
Smart, man. Like you said it earlier. You have everybody in the group that has a different skill set that complements the group as a whole, right?
Yeah, and I mean, none of us are against wanting to get into it or dabbling into it. It's just more so we always do our due diligence and trying to learn as much as we can about the markets, and we don't want to make mistakes because it could end up costing you a lot, those mistakes.
Yeah.
We do our due diligence first before we start dabbling in things we don't have much experience in.
Well, man. So I just comped this card, and here's the thing with vintage now is Bedard Young Guns PSA 10 goes for the same anywhere. This card sells anywhere. I have US prices on Card Ladder, so anywhere from $500 to $950, and it's all about eye appeal. So I think the grade puts it in a price band. And so if you want to buy a card, you have to know, is this a low? Because if anyone selling these, is going to say, well, one just sold for $925, and it's like, well, this one looks like garbage, and that one looked really nice. And so I think you have to really know what you're doing to price on the buying side vintage cards well.
100%. I've the vintage cards that I have bought have all been in person. It's so important. Like the eye appeal and kind of getting that up close look on those vintage cards is so important. Makes a huge difference on the value. One could sell more, could be more than a PSA 3 for like a Gretzky, for example. And it's happened to us before as well. So it's totally hear you on that.
King's Legend, Corey Perry, Phil?
King's Legend.
King's Legend. I can't keep up with his teams and what's going on, and I don't know what's going to. I know there's so many little stories in the stories, and I don't know. I know he's a ferocious competitor. I don't like him, but I respect him. That's what
He's cursed.
He's what?
He's cursed.
He's cursed? Yeah, he can't win a Stanley Cup, but he can sure make it to the finals, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like the Buffalo Bills of the NHL in a one human.
Have you ever heard the song about Phil's itchy butt before?
I guess you're gonna? I don't know.
We're playing it right now.
I haven't.
Louis talk, I gotta walk it off.
Backer autograph.
Jesus. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for entertaining me. Phil, you're going to ask a question?
Yeah. You think I remember that? I don't have no idea. I really like. I want to like this card so much more because it's a beautiful nod to a couple of the greatest hockey players of all time. And it's not an NHL licensed card, so I can't have it in my collection. But what can you do? How do you feel about in the game cards, G? Do you stay away from them or do you gobble them up?
I stay away from them.
Yeah.
Is that where you draw the line as well?
If I buy one, then that means I'm okay with it, and I don't know how I feel about that. So, yeah.
Non-licensed cards and graded cards, stay clear.
Yeah, it doesn't like. I really like this card. I mean, you got he's with Rimouski there, and then you got was he Laval? Voisins? Laval Voisins?
Tetris team.
Yeah, well, I know he went to Concordia, and then I'm pretty sure it was the Laval Voisins. I'm not sure. Tetris, sure.
That's but doesn't it look like a Tetris piece on his jersey?
It's a common Quebec symbol for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I see. It's in my head, but it's hideous. Yeah, Jeremy agrees. See, unless I don't know what he was talking about. We'll say he was agreeing with me.
Hey, G, have you heard the song about Phil's boogers?
No, who's making these songs for you guys?
Our band.
Who do you think?
Our band.
Breaking wax and making crowds laugh and cringe. Yeah, he's a freaking star. But there's a habit he don't hide. With a twinkle in his eye, he digs for gold like he's hunting a 101 card. Phil, the loud collector, loves young guns and knows nectar talking rookies while snacking treasures. Booger buffet is guilty pleasure. Slurp it up now.
Slurping it up.
Yes, see, Jeremy was agreeing with me. Excellent, Mr. Lee. Excellent.
The song's giving me visuals that like I don't want to be thinking about.
Touche. Laval Voisin.
Laval.
Laval.
Laval. Like Valerie? Laval.
Laval. What is the second word?
Voisin. Like rock voisin? Do you know rock? Yeah, you wouldn't know who that is. Do you know rock voisin is, guys? Zach?
No.
How old are you?
28.
No. Yeah, never mind then. Never mind. Put it this way. If you were in grade 8 and the rock voisin song came on and you were dancing with the girl, that's the song you wanted to be on because it's long ballads. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Neighbors means voisins. I didn't know that. And I'm bilingual. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh, Josh, you got a question?
I will turn that over to my lawyer, Bob Louie.
Wonky lottery license laws on the show. It's legal
good.
till you, everything's legal till you get caught, brother.
Yeah. That's what I said. And
I'm sure that's our official stance, but
yeah.
love the enthusiasm, Bob Louie.
Josh is drafting up an official letter response.
The press conference will be tomorrow at 11.
All right, let's see what cards we got. Yeah, the first hour is
It's a warm up.
It's a warm up. It's a warm up.
What's this card?
That's a Matthias Michelli Future Watch Black.
I was talking about the Lindros.
Oh, I don't know, but any Lindros card I like because he was awesome. Oh, Wayne and Spezza. That's a combo I didn't think I'd see. And Wayne and Spezza again and Papa Joe. Interesting. Going to do a few more here.
Faber.
Oh, Flower. His cards must be skyrocketing. I've never seen so many of his cards for sale. Mitchie Poo. I'd like to check out the comps on this and see. And then one more. Let's see what we got. Oh, here's a nice Sakic 96 Flair. Yeah. All right. $100 for the Big E. Let's see what Michelli ends at. Yeah. Yeah, there's I'm constantly scouring. Oh, there's a Lafreniere card. Josh's favorite.
Oh, there's a banger in there.
What favors do you got, Sumo?
I don't know which ones are his, but I just seen a banger.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like bangers.
I'll send it to you because you should really get it.
What, Kaprizov?
No.
Ah, there it is, Mario. Thank you. Yeah, well, most of my family's in Laval, so that would make sense why it's so familiar, and I didn't know what it was. So there you go. Excellent. Like I said, I'd get you 70% of the way there. It's perfect. Thanks, man. Thank you, Mario.
Oh, I think I know which one you mean, Louis.
Mario, is Marathon Souvlaki still there?
Give me a
my
yes in a second.
All right.
Marathons is still there.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's great food.
Every time I go visit family in Montreal, we go.
Yeah, it's good.
On the way out, yeah.
Can't go
Marathon,
wrong,
that's a gas station here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, Louis.
You guys don't have a Greek restaurant in Minnesota, eh?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, well, I said you didn't know what souvlaki was.
What doesn't mean I eat there?
Oh,
What?
that's a good point.
I never heard of it.
That's crazy. You don't know what you're missing. Oh man, you guys got to come up here, and then we'll go to Montreal.
What is souvlaki? Explain.
It's marinated chicken, the Greek way, the best way. Hello, I will show you why the Greek people are the best.
Marinated in sadness.
No, in pride and integrity, in math and democracy. You're welcome. You're welcome. Mind you, it's not going that well right now. No one's paying attention, but history doesn't matter. That's the new thing. I don't need to remember history. We will never repeat the same mistakes. All right.
Michelli cards are definitely going to gain value being
think so?
traded for the Leafs. 100%.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wait, he was
absolutely.
traded?
To the
To-
Leafs.
To them. To the Leafs.
Oh, I didn't know that. When did that happen?
Not long ago.
Who's typing?
June 30, me.
What do you type like my son stomps upstairs? What the heck's going on?
Troy's back.
Probably he didn't buy a. We have silent keyboards. That's part of it.
Oh, Ramps, that's your warning, you beautiful son of a bee sting. He's swearing at me in Greek.
Oh,
Mimi Lasusi. Josh Brandon's got a question.
Right here.
yeah, Slab Sharks. Right?
The man has spoken. He is correct. Yeah, look, see, my Canadians are stepping up. They're stepping up. Ottawa's the shawarma capital of the world for pretty much. So first, that's Lebanese food though, but I love my Lebanese brothers. Yeah, see.
The only Greek, the thing that people eat here are the, how do you say it? Is it gyro? That's it.
Gyros? Yeah, that's interchangeable with Lebanese culture though.
Oh, really?
We're not. Yeah, we're not.
I really love the tzatziki zaliki sauce, or whatever it's called.
Tzatziki. Aposto antropos in a gofala. I think I said that wrong. See, I've forgotten so much of my Greek. Do you know I failed kindergarten? I didn't know any English. My parents never taught me English. I didn't learn English till I was like 5.
That's why you.
I know it shows. I'm working on it. But yeah.
I think that's crazy, Phil. You would never know. I would never have a clue.
That's pretty wild. I know. Oh, look at this. I try to get them not in Tim Hortons QC. I try to. They like the hockey cards, though, especially Dave. Dave's this crackhead with those cards. He's like, anybody want to go to Tim Hortons?
All we ever end up eating is Jack Astor's usually because we're so tired. And
that's Jeremy's fault, though. He introduced that to us. And
it's Jeremy. Are you still here for fall? Are we back at Jack Astor's or are we at the Arizona still?
Oh, yeah. What is going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
breaking news. Breaking news.
Awesome. Idiot Phil. So,
G, are you an Ottawa fan or are you a Maple Leafs fan?
I'm a Sens fan. That's
I told you to keep that quiet. My plan is succeed.
Infiltrating the Gongshow with more Sens fans. That's the only reason I'm on.
Louis and Josh are Wild fans. So and I love the Wild. I mean, I would find it weird if you're like, I just hate Minnesota. You're like,
you
what?
Can't hate Minnesota.
No, you can't. I don't know how you could hate Ottawa too. I mean, well, I mean, yeah, I could. Actually.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
It's not everyone's cup of tea.
No, it's the citizens.
Brady doesn't make it easy on the fan base.
No, he's awesome.
Our new fans, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that Brady has great structure? Is that your favorite part? That's what Phil says, that Brady doesn't even have to score goals.
Gee, they'll put words in your mouth and then they'll label you.
Actually, G, there's a song about it. I'll play it right now.
There you go. See?
There's a song for everything. It seems like
it's all about Brady's structure.
Brady T's got a mission, it's clear to see. Phil says it's structure, not goals that we need. A captain on the ice, but where's the score? We're watching the net while he's patrolling the boards. Phil's in the corner, waving the flag. Structure's the answer, he'll always brag. But man, let's be real, it's hockey we play. Goals win the game at the end of the day. Brady T's structure, what does it mean? No goals, no points, but he's holding the team. Phil's delusions, they make us laugh. Defending his captain on a slippery path.
You name it, we got a song for it around here. That's what we do. Beyond Brady T, who's the next best player on the Senators?
Well, come on.
To me, it's Stu.
Probably.
Oh, really? Well, for points, what's the metric?
I don't know.
It's just okay, we'll see this year. I think Stützle provides the same kind of offensive
he needs to be better.
generation that like Marner does for the Leafs. He's like that playmaker. He used to be more of a goal scorer, but now he's become more of a playmaker. But it's between him and Sanderson. Like I'm turn 1 and 2 for me.
Mm-hmm. So you're a big Sanderson guy, like Phil is?
Huge.
You will be too, boys. You will be too.
Yeah. I mean, the structure thing is a good point, though. Like, I guess I have a question. I have a question for you guys. I mean, is there any other captains that comes to mind when thinking about teams, captains that didn't offensively contribute much, but from a structure perspective did play that role?
Barkov?
He's still pretty offensive, though.
Well, he's more offensive than Brady.
Yeah.
Landeskog in his heyday?
Yeah, Landeskog's probably the most similar.
Barkov's way more skilled than Brady Tkachuk. Way more. There's no comparison. But I get what G's saying. Like, Brady will not, like, if he scores if he never scores more than 30 goals, I'm never upset. He will, but that's he. Of course he will. He just the way he plays.
Oh, there's some great answers in the comments.
Oh, look at this. Nice. Oh, get out of here, McMahon. Jeff's my permanent troll. If I win the lottery, Jeff, I'm hiring you to keep me grounded.
All right, I got another question.
Yeah.
A little bit self-serving. I don't hate our cap, but okay. Who's the worst captain in the NHL? Like the worst player?
Ooh, that's good. Well, let's go through the team.
Like could be picked last for kickball.
Well, we got 32 teams. I say we go through them all.
Is it our guy, Louis?
Not every team has a captain, too, by the way.
Is it our guy?
What? I didn't hear it. The question.
Who's the worst captain in the NHL? The worst player.
That's a captain?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Really think he's that bad, huh?
No, but it's not like you have to. It's a relative question, right? So compared to every other captain, is there anyone that you think is a worse player?
It's hard. This is a hard. This is hard because you need to be very tied into this city. I think.
I don't know. Because I don't. I like what the Wild. Here's my thing. I like what the Wild did by not having it the best player on the team. He's the best fit as a captain for our team. So, yeah, but is he probably the worst player with the C? Yeah.
The Wild were in a pickle because our team was in shambles and the Parise Suter buyout, particularly because everyone hated Ryan Suter and nobody wanted to even play for us anymore. And so I think they had to pick somebody that was going to restore the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Suter really wrecked that locker room.
Is Gudas still the captain for Anaheim?
He is.
Yeah, I'm going to say him. He let the inmates run the asylum. He sucks.
Worse than Matthews? Do you think it was right for Johnny T to get stripped the C?
No, I need someone else to say it though. I can't say that stuff.
I know
he's
you
not the worst player. He might be the most uncaptainly person.
That's what he asked. That's what he asked. That's the question. Yeah, he's the most uncaptainy, and I would put Gudas. But I don't know. Gudas could be a great captain. I just don't know how you let that little turd burglar Zegras. Like, hey, do you want me to do another Michigan?
Now, technically, this could be the right answer. It could be Landeskog, just because the guy's played like one game in 3 years, right? And now, he was a very good player before he got hurt, of course.
Yes, Henry, my people. Thank you, Henry.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 teams that don't have captains currently.
Oh, who are they?
Boston Bruins and New York Rangers.
Ranger? Oh, yeah, I guess not.
Because they got rid of Kreider or Trouba was it? Which one was the captain?
Trouba was the captain. What about is Foligno still the captain for Chicago?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, maybe they could use some new blood. And I love Nick Foligno. I'm a big Foligno fan. Here's a big one. So I only put 1 or 2 of the Topps tall boys in. There's too many, but it's just nice to see. I wonder why he never took off, right? I wonder why. Either the 2.5 and the 3.5 inch card, I guess it's just nicer to hold, maybe. These would crease. If I'm like going through these would crease quickly. Let's see what we got up ahead. Oh, there's a nice McDavid. Look at bright colors. Oh, the cat. Meow. I saw a funny meme. People, Alex DeBrincat looks like a young version of Wayne Rooney, the soccer player there. Striker.
Yeah.
There's another. Look at that Z team.
Striker
pose.
Now Vogue.
Nothing to
Still
it.
at 20,000. Let's do a high premium check. 11, 20, 11. I wonder. So last week, there wasn't much action on the big 101. I wonder if these have kind of hit their thing, their ceiling.
Can I again say with peace and love, go back to because we love Grant and he supports our show, but How can you
Yes.
spend $11,000 on that card when you can't see part of the top? Like,
Marketing wins. I think he made sure that that's there.
oh, I'm
I probably
sure.
would've-
Yeah,
yeah.
probably the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Just in case you forgot. All right, let's go back to Uncle Fester. Not Uncle Fester. Eric Nestorenko. Yeah, Dave, get out of here. No, you can't. It's my Stetson. You can. Oh, you can borrow my hat. Yes, I thought you wanted to keep it. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Yeah. This Monty's got a good question. I don't know the answer.
Sounds
Oh.
right.
Jeremy's gone like a bat out of hell.
Bye, Jeremy.
Later.
Later, Jeremy.
Oh, that's a good question too.
Would you rather have one of those Bedards or a really nice Bobby Orr rookie or Gordie Howe rookie? I don't get it. I agree with you, man.
Human beings are more fascinated with potential than actualized performance, and that just will never change.
It's
Which
not
is
even,
funny.
I don't even know if it's the potential though. I've always found it to be the, you know, the hype. We always refer to it as the hype, like the player that's
Mhm.
being talked about, the player that's being, you know, I mean, look at, just for our own example, like Jake Sanderson. He's been talked up so much over the last, I don't know how many weeks. His card prices are doing crazy numbers right now.
What? They are?
Well, look at the comps on the Gold Cup RPAs.
That's because Phil buys them all.
That's me, you donkey.
I'm not
No
kidding.
way. Did you buy one
Yeah,
of those?
that's
He
me
has
and my
8 of
buddy.
them.
That's I have 7 of them.
You have 7 of the Gold Cup RPAs?
Yeah, and then the one that just sold for crazy amounts was Jake Sanderson collector on Instagram.
All right,
Yeah, him
well,
and I
Oh.
talk every day. We're like buddies.
well,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to talk after this.
Why?
The market of
I'm-
one.
G,
No.
okay, hold on. So G, remember my video? Okay, hold on. I got the people matter. Remember my video where I traded the Brady Kachuk clear cut for 500 in trade?
Yeah.
Okay, that upset G because he has one.
Oh.
And G does what? G sells and buys and he collects. So don't hold on. So guys like me roll in hot and hard like that. I ruin everything for them, right? Because they're like, no, dude, that's not how you do it, Phil. You got to do it like this. But why? To protect your shit? No, I don't
No, I mean,
care.
I was trying to protect you. I was trying to protect you as a
I
big
know. No,
Brady
you did.
investor.
You saved me on one thing. We will not talk about that in public.
No, we
We'll
won't.
not talk about that in public. That was
I will
bad.
talk about the Brady clear cut though.
Smoky there. You saved me big time. But Grant would have, Grant would have, unless he sold it, he would have given it back.
For sure.
Oh, you've already talked about that card. That when you gave
Oh,
me
I
the wrong
did?
one. Yeah, you.
Well, probably because I got. That was a bad night for me. Okay, so G, listen, I have not seen any Gold Sanderson RPAs sold and have not bought them at a show. I have not seen any revealed. I've bought every one I've seen except one, and I know who bought it, and they're not selling it. So, if there's a 9th, I'm gonna buy that one. Right?
Yeah.
So why does that make your disgruntle you? You gotta come on, tell me.
I want to own one.
Oh, well, that's why. Well, that's all you have to say. Tell me to shut up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I won't go on the next one. I'm sorry.
No, as much as I talk about, you know, vending and setting up with the boys and buying and selling cards, I also have my own.
You're a collector
collection.
at heart, dude. I know you're a collector at heart.
You know, I'm a collector. Yeah.
I know you're a collector at heart. I'm just busting balls, brother.
It is crazy though to think how. I mean, not that these hobbies are super huge, but they're not tiny either, and how one basically crazy person can have a huge impact on the market for a player. Like our buddy Anthony on Podvin.
Yeah,
Mm.
single-handedly.
I would say eBay. They're out of 5. So. What's
Hmm.
been the hottest at shows right now? Gee.
The hottest at shows. I mean, you know, there's your standard names. It depends. Okay. First and foremost, it depends on what show you're setting up at. If you're setting up at a local GTA show, Leafs cards are going to perform the best. If you're
Mhm.
setting up in Montreal, Habs cards are liquid fire. Those move the best. In Ottawa, I had the best show because I had all the Sens cards and all the nice Sens cards. The market really does matter when you're setting up at shows and who your audience is. But that aside, whenever you're setting up at larger shows like the Expo, the National, or wherever else, and obviously I can only speak through experience at the Expo, but the top names, the big names, are the cards that are moving the most. So your Gretzky's, your Crosby's, Obi's, White Johnson was moving really well as like one of the hot rookies. Like all the top names that you could think of, top point getters, top names, that's what's moving the easiest or the most often at the bigger shows. But always audience is the biggest indicator to how what's going to move from your inventory or at shows.
Our guy Savan used to always say, like, maybe it's changed now over the past 6 months or so, but cards like Jack Hughes Young Guns would sell instantly.
They still do. One thing that we've learned through our buying and selling is that any card will do well and move if it's priced right. So if you're selling below comps, then it's all the more attractive versus the vendor you go up to and has their card stickered at 1.5, 1.2 times what the actual card goes for online. So it makes it that much more attractive. It leaves room for the buyer and makes them feel like they got a good deal out of it. And for us, it's great too, because we form good relationships with those that we deal with, and we want to obviously get them the best possible deal as well, while not completely screwing ourselves over. So we always buy and sell with the mindset of, having repeat, people coming back and wanting to deal with us more, and also making the person feel like they actually did get a good deal whenever they walk away from our table. We never want to leave a bad taste in people's mouths.
What about this guy, Logan Cooley? Is he a guy that you're confident buying for resale, or is he a little too niche for Canada market?
With the way Utah's building their team, he's, I think, the best player. Like him and Gunther, I think, are the top two names on Utah's team that are definite buys. But the only thing with new card releases, like Cup 23-24 didn't come out that long ago, right?
Yeah.
And with new releases, new products, that's always when the market is the most volatile for that specific card. New product, new releases are the hottest the first couple months, maybe a month or two. And then they typically take a nosedive, and then maybe after a while they'll re-stabilize in the market or find their place. But we're always a little weary with new cards that come out from new product. If we do end up picking it up, we try and move it as soon as possible. And just because it's pretty volatile.
Does it hurt for guys like this? Like, have you found so Gunther and Cooley, none of their rookies are going to be in Mammoth now sweaters. It's all in Arizona.
I didn't get it.
It's a good question. I mean, I think it depends on the person who's buying. Some will think there's an added value in collecting a player with a jersey on that, that jersey no longer exists. There's kind of a
sorry, not what you're saying.
That ain't the first time we've seen that like that on that card.
It's bubbled.
Yeah.
Buyer's remorse.
Mitch Grobman had said that was an issue with the first couple years, or 2 years of the cup.
Yeah.
All right,
Doghouse in the house.
Doghouse, Andrew. I'm so sorry. On the podcast, I said Luke the Cardist. Yeah. Anyway, so no, Luke is not on tomorrow. No, Luke is not on tomorrow. He's on the following week, and you're tomorrow. I got the two thingies mixed up. I can make a schedule of 500 edge trimmings, but I can't schedule 2 people on a Friday. So crazy. Anyways, sorry. Who was talking?
Mosquito in your room.
Oh, dude, it's driving me crazy. No, I don't care. It's in here. It's gonna go upstairs when I'm in my room, and I'm gonna be falling asleep, and it's gonna, and I'm gonna lose it.
Could be a song coming out about you and a mosquito.
Yeah, well, and they attack my cat too. I'm not cool with that. You can bite me, but Mr. B, he's like, he can't even kill it. He's so weak. Yeah, brutal. All right, we seeing any action on this? It's just stayed, eh?
It's a nice card.
I love the new honorable numbers. I love that brown thing going on. There you go, McMahon. Oh, Larkin, he's so dreamy. He's a whiner.
Is his helmet
He
too
sells,
big in
though.
that photo?
He sells. What's that?
Is his helmet too big there?
He's probably just waiting to finish puberty, like Marner. Eklund bringing it in. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I want to look at this. So, what's McDavid? Oh wait, no, I got to put Young Gun, right? Yeah.
Did you dump all your Marner inventory, assuming he was gonna be traded?
Long ago, like
2080, 23.
we started selling our Marner cards right at the like start to mid type playoffs. At the
And I
beginning
assume
of
that
the-
you were done buying at that point.
around Toronto Expos when we started. Yeah, because
wow.
it just we knew it was going to take such a large hit if he ended up getting moved, and there was a high possibility. So we started moving him around Expo time, which I think it was. I don't remember if it was still during the first round of playoffs at the time, or if the second had started.
I injured him.
Thanks for the update.
Yeah, so this went up in price. I think this is a higher price.
That is a higher price.
Yeah. See, 2080, 23. So 23 is close to it, but that's sold. That's higher. Huh. So don't win Stanley Cups and your price and your cards go up.
Apparently,
38.50 for 2-color. Josh you love these cards, eh, Josh?
I do, yeah. I think they're cool.
Yeah. You do too, Louis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For Fleer guys.
Yeah, I'm a Fleer guy too, but I don't like the font.
Yeah, you're not. I checked.
Okay.
I checked the official registry, and you're not in.
Yeah. Is in the Flair Fling Flong showcase?
Flair fling.
Flair Fling Flong. Flair! Okay. Sorry, I'm heartburn.
Gee, are you a buyer on McDavid right now? Good time to
so
buy.
so
Don't
here's
encourage
one of the. I'll give you another lens of how I do my buying personally. For players who are in their contract year, I'm always a little skeptical with buying just because, there's always a chance that they don't re-sign with their team. And if they get traded or if they don't re-sign and go elsewhere,
Yeah.
it could heavily impact the price of that player. So I try and go for players who are signed either long-term contracts. And Puckpedia is a great resource to do your homework on that and just to kind of figure out how
Oh, nice, Ryan. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to interrupt. Just keep talking. Talking. Yeah.
But yeah, I use Puckpedia a lot just to kind of see how long players are signed up in their contracts, and I try to avoid any player that's in their last year of their contract unless I really think they're going to re-sign. So McDavid's one of those where I don't know. Like if I did buy, I would probably not hold long term or try and flip. If we were to re-sign with the Oilers, though, for sure, I'm all over it.
Oh, that's a scary one.
Wow. Looks
You know
like
what's underneath this card? Oh, no, that's not it. I thought this was his regular Bobby Hull card. That's why it's so cheap. I wasn't paying attention.
It looks like his face was photoshopped, like it's bad AI photo, doesn't it? Zoom in on it.
Here's Bobby. The back of the card, eh?
Yeah.
Printed.
I
in
like the back
Canada.
of the card better than the front of the card, I think.
Oh, we know, OPG, we know. Johnny, let the dog in. Oh, she doesn't bark. She's barked like 4 times her whole life.
My favorite Austin Matthews card. I just think
Yeah,
it's
I
the
agree.
nicest looking Austin Matthews rookie that there is.
It's very clean.
G, you got a question?
I got a question.
Mike
So
Fleury, good guy, good question.
101 Shield. Man,
when he wins the Stanley Cup.
Probably. Or yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. That's when his market will peak. The only comparable example I could use is like when Ovechkin broke the record, right? You had his market kind of creeping up and up and up. I think his Young on PSA 10 went from like 4,500 upwards to 8,000 for his PSA 10s. But right as he broke it or after he broke it, it dropped back down to 4,500. So again, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about with regards to hype. Like whenever the players, always up top during the discussions and always being mentioned and talked about, a lot of people are looking and interested in either owning that player or investing in buying in them. But as soon as they've accomplished what they wanted to accomplish or they've reached that milestone, I find the values just drop for whatever reason. And I don't know, we've spoken to a lot of people, and for Ovi at the very least, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. And a lot of people are really strong believers that once he does reach the Hall of Fame, his market will just go back up to what it peaked at. But you never know. So in the case of the McDavid Shield, I don't know, maybe the best time to sell is right before he wins a cup or right after he wins a cup. But you definitely want to play around the hype.
I have a minor Ovi prediction.
Go for it.
I think that people will consider it significant when he gets to 900 goals. Because no other player, that'll be at a level that no other player's at.
Another higher price. He's picking up steam here. Sold more than the last comp.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think 900 goals is significant for the Ovi hobby standing?
Yes, of course. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Even if Austin Matthews scores 900 goals, unfortunately, I have to respect that.
Yeah.
He won't.
True.
I think Ovi could get to 1,000 if he really wanted to. I really do.
I think so too.
He won't, but
We have no faith, Josh.
I don't think he won't play that long. Oh, yeah.
You need at least another 3 years.
Selly, bringing it in.
Yeah.
It's crazy that these are still this high. Does that surprise you?
Guy does that surprise you that these are selling for so high?
It doesn't. Just because I think, San Jose looks very scary and they're building for the future. And I mean, just look at if Bedard's hype and his prices did what they did with the team he's surrounded by and kind of the fate that probably most people have.
Oh my God.
How that team's going to do. I think Celebrini with the team he's being surrounded by and the players that they've drafted recently, they're a scary team. It's a long-term good investment.
Going to be an expensive break spot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bro, these are really selling. Holy moly.
I think Amos is a big Celebrini fanboy, so he's trying to get lower prices.
Yeah, I know. Ryan, everybody knows what you're doing. You get very, very angry when cards you want sell for very expensive. It's so obvious. Everybody knows it. Your name is infamous. Just lean into it. Don't get upset. We all know. It is what it is, brother. Yes.
Who are the players you guys are looking out for this coming season?
Good question. I think Michael Misa is going to be the best rookie. I'm more sold on Matthew Schaefer as a great hockey player than a big hobby star.
You think both get introduced immediately into the NHL, or do they start?
I think so. I do.
Yeah.
I think for like the top couple picks that's now the expectation. And Misa in particular, while both him and Schaefer have declared that that's their intention. So it kind of puts, I think, the team in a weird position to send them back to juniors or send them to the AHL, where they've come out and publicly said they want to play in the NHL. So I think that gives them an edge to play. But ultimately it comes up to the team. And so I think and then Demidov, if he plays well.
Oh, he will. I'm
No,
I'm so
that's
scared excited for them. Why can't they just be in the West Coast League? I know they're in Quebec, but like, can they just go to the West Coast, please?
But it'll be great though because Demidov will be Series 1, and then you'll have potentially Schaefer and Misa in Series 2, and then if anyone else pops off, that and I think too, like looking back at last year, it's hard to conceive of, and we've asked this question before, but maybe I'll ask you, G. So if you looked at like Celebrini, Michkov, and Hudson, right? The three big rookies from last season. I feel like it would be weird if one of them had the proverbial sophomore slump. It's hard to predict that. Now it might happen to one of them, but I think in particular Celebrini and Michkov will be strong, and then from there it just depends on
why wouldn't Hudson do well either? Listen, I
Yeah.
I know Phil likes the Habs. I like the Habs, but I can't admit that in front of my my friend Nick, who's a big Habs fan. But I do like them. They're building an insane team. Do you think with the introduction of Dobson, his points take a hit? Like what's the rationale behind not?
No, nobody knows how that team's going to play. On paper, San Jose could make it to the third round next year. Look at Buffalo's team at the beginning of last year. Look at them on paper. If they clicked and gelled, they could have made it. They who knows how far they could have made it. Beautiful Cinderella stories happen, right? Montreal could click out of the gate. They could win 15 in a row. Who knows, right? Probably not. That's my take. I love what Ottawa's done this offseason. Not much, because we know we clicked last year, and that is tight and dense. And you build on that. You put a stronger layer on that and a stronger layer on that. You're unshakable. You're unmovable. Yeah, Noah Dobson's phenomenal. You have no idea how he's going to gel with everybody else. You have no idea. So that's the scary, fun part for me. You don't know how Montreal's going to field a team, for the lack of a hockey term.
Who's going to score all the goals for them? There's only so many goals to go around in a season, and at most, well, teams typically have 2 hobby stars at most, kind of 3, maybe sometimes. Like a Mikko Rantanen is like a minor, so there's going to be probably a really good player on the Habs that the hobby market is going to be weak, because all the focus will be on Hudson or Demidov. It's like, could Cole Caulfield have 42 goals this year in the hobby not care? I think that's a very realistic possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And is Slavkovsky done? I mean, would you buy Slavkovsky right now?
Slavkovsky it's the best time to buy Slavkovsky right now.
Josh doesn't like him. I didn't put the Mercer up. Sorry, whoever said that in the chat.
Like we've talked about this with the guys a lot, but he's one of those bigger players that it's going to take some time for him to kind of grow into and play with the body he has. But once he gets that figured out, he could be an unstoppable force. That that pure power forward kind of winger that is scary, just flat out scary.
Not going to disagree with that at all, but we'll go back to what you were talking about a few minutes ago with hype. Once you lose a hype, it's hard to get back. It's like, so if he has if he ends up like Tage Thompson, who's phenomenal, but took so long for him to develop, that barely has a hobby market now, and he's kind of on no man's land team too. Maybe that's a factor, but it's like, once you lose it, can you get it back? And then there's the whole, like, Nathan McKinnon, who has, of course, more of a hobby market, but he might be the best hockey player. You can make an argument that him and McDavid are 1A, 1B, but McKinnon barely has a hobby market, again, because it took him long to develop. And so it's like, once the hobby moves on from you, they don't really swing back much. It doesn't seem
I mean, unless you're doing something absolutely spectacular that's different than the rest of the league, then that's whenever they stop being talked about. But overall, I mean, from a market perspective, there's always 2 points in time where what we've observed is like the market peaks and the market drops. Summer right after playoffs, and like kind of midway through the season is where it kind of dips a little bit. And then right before playoffs and right before the season is where it turns up, because you have guys that are kind of gambling on players on who they think is going to have that breakout season or have a good season. And then also playoff picks. You're kind of riding on whoever is going to have the best playoff performance as a team and as an individual player. But to kind of go back to your other point about how once kind of they lose the hype, their market is tough to rebound. I'd agree for an older player that might be the case, although there's instances like, Four Nations Cup, and if they, do
Sure.
do
The
something,
Olympics could be a
the
catalyst.
Olympics, it could be absolutely huge. But also, like, for a lot of these players that we talk about, like Slav, they're so young. Stutzla's so young. A lot of these players who have, who their markets have dropped, there's so much more potential and time for them to have a rebound. And once the older generation of players and you have this new golden era of, young talent and stars in the league kind of step up and become the new faces of the NHL, there's all the potential there, right?
So who are going to be the new faces? Let's say 3 years from now, there's no Crosby, no Ovechkin. We still have McDavid and Matthews and Makar probably are the three, and then maybe McKinnon. But who else is in that group that's not in there at the top tier of active players that isn't there today? What do you guys each think? You had to pick one or two guys.
I think Kaprizov's up there.
Thank you. You can come back.
I was going to say that.
Josh, yeah, you passed, G. There you go. Josh likes you.
No,
I want this card very badly. This one right here.
Hard to
Yeah,
get.
it's on a 10:08. So can I listen? I know it's not Slab Sharks. I just want to show something that is insane.
Jimmy Snugs.
Look. Okay, well, I'll do this. Look at this. For 92 Trevor Linden Select Certified Mirror Golds. You tell me you worked at a company by telling me you didn't work at a company. This is impossible. Impossible. There's no way this was attained by regular methods.
Oh, a lot of 92.
92
Wow.
Trevor Linden with all. No, that's collusion. But I thought it was pretty. That was brought to my
I thought
attention.
the
by-
mirror gold was. Is it the platinum mirror gold that's supposed to have like a print run of 30 or 35 or something like that?
I don't know. I only know, like I said, 70, 80%. Maybe. Jeremy? Oh, he's gone. I don't know. I don't know. 137 for Austin. Oh, look at little Cale McCarr. See, I would love this card if it wasn't die cut. White rainbow. I like
Can I
the
say
white.
something controversial?
I don't think it'll be controversial, but go
It
ahead.
will.
Yeah.
The first year of Allure is super ugly.
That's not controversial. That's accurate.
Oh,
They're all
Allure is ugly,
like-
period.
First year, most things are poopy because they're
oh
figuring
you
it
don't
out.
like the newer stuff?
Gee,
I don't like Allure, period.
you're out of here, Bucko.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sticking with that. bro.
Crazy. Have you seen a gold glitter bomb?
No, show me. I probably have, but
No, it doesn't do it. Well, I'll show you the next time I see you. They're beautiful.
Gold
cards.
glitter bombs are awesome. But yeah,
And
these
the,
were very
the retail.
die cut and dull in 2019.
What's the retail one I like, Josh? The white.
Yellow taxi.
No, that's the loophole. What's the retail? White. Bleh.
Oh, confetti.
Confetti. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'm looking at them now. They don't do it for me.
Okay, Chan, you're out. That's your first warning, Chan, the hockey man.
I
First
like
warning.
the doubloons.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, Andrew's coming in with some heat. Mirror Platinum is here. You go, Josh. There's your answer.
Well, then, Doghouse, how does he have a lot of 92 if the gold is? And I don't think they're serial numbered. I think there was a print run. But
Do you
the
Do you remember what I said? Tell me you worked at a company without telling me you worked in a company.
or maybe there's more than 69.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Meets the eye.
That's why collusion just blankets the whole thing. The whole thing. Yeah. Thank you,
Ricky
Henry.
Ray- It's a good price on this Kaprizov Ricky Rainbow color wheel.
Yeah, not bad, eh? Pick that for you guys.
Oh, thanks.
I have the Brady of this I'm trying to sell. Yeah, gee, do you want to buy my Brady slabs? I'm not giving you any deals, but they're available.
I mean, depends on what. Yeah, I take a look for sure.
Well, I have the exclusives PSA 10s. I'm just gonna wait till we make it to the finals. I won't be silly and say we'll win the cup, but when we make it to the finals, that's when I'll probably throw some up on Slab Sharks.
I will not say no to a Brady exclusive 10.
PSA 10.
Will not say
So,
no.
G, who did you say is good? Just say the guy's name for the Wild again for me.
Kaprizov.
Can I congratulate you for being the only Canadian I've ever met in my entire life that said his name right? The whole Kaprizov thing is, and now this is, I have zero leg to stand on because I mispronounce every
Laval.
Canadian name. And so this is me being about as hypocritical as a human being possibly can. I completely acknowledge that. It does drive me nuts when that no Canadian can say his name.
To be fair, I for someone who gets their own name, pronounced wrong by others often,
Yes.
I make sure I pronounce other people's names right, or I try to.
Oh, what a card! Love this. I know it's a base
So
card.
awesome.
Does Kaprizov sell well in Canada?
No.
They do. No, I would say they do.
Ooh.
They do.
Keep putting Phil in his place, please. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I was wrong.
Like his
Can you do it more aggressively next time? Say, no, you're wrong.
You're wrong, Phil. No, I'm kidding. The Young Gun 10s, it depends on the card. It always depends on the card. The Young Gun 10s, there's a dime a dozen. There's so many. The pop's so high.
Yeah.
But
Very
like
high gem rate.
well-
That's why, like, you look at the difference. He has like a 60% gem rate or something like that. Where Celebrini, I think one of the reasons why Celebrini's base Young Guns PSA 10 is so high because it's low 30s, high 20 gem rate.
Really? Okay. That's good to know. We used to track a lot of that with the gem rates. Having
Makes a huge
while-
difference now
Yeah,
in what the ultimate population count will be.
it's a lot lower.
Well, you
but-
look at like Caulfield is a great example comparison to Kaprizov, where their PSA 10 pop count's not close, but actually about the same amount of cards were graded. It's just Caulfield's gem rate is near half of what Kaprizov's is.
the Habs market is just absolutely
Incroyable.
It is incroyable.
Incroyable. Et lancé. Et les bouts.
So I mean, even like someone like Matthew Nyes, like his pop is only about I think 500, and
Mhm.
that's why his market also is insanely high and hot for the Young Gun 10s.
Yeah, well, he's a golden gopher. That makes a big difference.
But just to clarify, Kaprizov, his high end does really well. The Young Gun 10s, they're kind of stable. It's very hard for those cards to increase in value. I think they were on average around like 200. They peaked at around like I think 260 to 275 whenever he was going on his torrid kind of point pace.
Gongshow co-founder and good buddy Troy paid $753 US for a Kaprizov Young Guns PSA 10. So, like, it was the 9th highest sale ever.
When was this?
A long time ago.
Okay, I mean
3 years
that's fair. Like market was different then, but
Yeah.
present market, like it's very hard for that card to, go any higher just because the pop is so ridiculously high. As soon as the hype builds up, there's like a kind of like a short amount of time where you should sell them or can sell them, and then because of how many are posted on, eBay or sold in person, they just quickly take a nosedive.
Well, where Kaprizov has his age against him, given that he stayed in the KHL for a little bit, what I think he has going for him from a rookie, like high-end card standpoint, is that half of them are sticker autos, which makes them poopy. And so the ones that are not sticker autos, I think will carry a premium if he continues, if he stays healthy.
That's
That's
Phil.
right, Asking.
Yeah.
Big fan of my American Brady.
All right, I got to bounce. I might be back. I might
Okay.
surprise you.
All right.
But-
Bye, Louie.
Probably a long time.
Love you long time. All right, and then there were three. The Three Amigos. Hala! Great movie. Josh, you
Wait,
must love
what did they do? What did they? Is it?
something like that. Yeah.
No, they didn't do that. It was like this. It was,
I don't know.
and then they turned their head, and then they did some gesticular motion with their loin.
Yeah, their hips. They do the hip thrust.
Does that movie hold up?
Oh my god, absolutely! I saw it a few years ago. It's great. It's almost even funnier now. It's so when they realize the guns are real, like it kills me. Kills me. It's so funny. Oh, okay. What's this? What do you want me to say? Oh, you want me to say Rogi Vachon? How would I say that? Isn't it Rogete? Rogete, Rogi the goalie, Vachon. Something like that. I don't know. Is that good? What is Phil up to? Nothing. Nothing at all. Josh, what's your favorite Kirill card that isn't a 101? Josh isn't a big 101 guy anyways.
I like his Young Guns Acetate, which I have. And then I think my favorite card might be his Future Watch Auto because he's in the reverse retro.
Do you own any of his 1-of-1s?
No.
Yeah.
Phil thinks that I collect the worst cards ever.
I think we collect very differently, but similar in a weird way. Yeah. What? We like our cards that make our eyes happy. That's a theme. That's our business plan, right? Our mission. What do companies say? This is our mission statement. Yeah. Is that what corporations do? What's my mission statement? To make as much money as possible. No, not the obvious one. Not the one we don't say.
I'm pretty sure ours is let's try not to get canceled today.
Yeah. And you hired me. That doesn't make sense. That's okay. Can't keep me down. Can't keep me down. All right. Well, let's go for the hour 2. Should have some pretty good.
Okay. What would that Noah Dobson been at 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, that's what I was probably picked it for.
Which card?
I don't know. I can't go back.
I mean, I had 2 cards that I moved where their players immediately got traded was a Dobson Future Watch Auto PSA 10, and I had a Michelli Future Watch Auto patch 4-color, and I sold them a week before both of them. They got traded. But his Dobson's Future Watch Auto 10, I think, went up from around. He was comping low at like 150, like $150 tops. Now I see them posted for $250 minimum, upwards to like $300-400. I see Future Watch Auto patches of his 3-color that were at $200-250. Now people are trying to sell them for like $700 plus. It's crazy.
That's the Montreal overreaction. I love it, by the way. It's the whole like diet PLD thing from last summer, and even Phil was on board with that malarkey.
What?
Patrick Laine. It's gonna be so good in Montreal.
I was hopeful.
Hope in one hand, you know what in the other, and see what it feels first.
That's
What?
fair.
I don't even know what that means. Yes, I can. We went swimming years back, and I bought us lifeguard tank tops, and I put like white under his eyes, and I just looked at him, and he was I think like 12 or something, and he looked good. He was tall, and he was my Hasselhoff, right? So he's my lifeguard. Saved my life, Hasselhoff lifeguard, and I don't know. The name stuck. The name stuck forever. So that's his nickname, Hasselhoff. Yeah.
Now he stole your truck.
He's supervising the civilians at McDonald's. He's managing them with my vehicle. Yes. And he tells me, he's like, Dad, I filled up the truck with gas. I'm like, I haven't used it in 3 weeks. Like, what? I hope you did. Like, I'm driving the shitty work trucks. I don't even have Bluetooth in the one I was driving yesterday and today. First world problems. I don't even have Bluetooth. It's brutal. California Dave called me yesterday or day before. I had to pull over to talk to him. The engine was so loud. I was like, oh, my trucks are so bad. Whatever. They get A to B. What do you think? Mario's got a good question.
Oh, I have a very strong opinion on this, but G, you go first.
You go first.
I would not hold anything after the start of the season. I think before the start, get rid of everything in October, early October, and then be out of the Noah Dobson game.
I'd sell now.
If I'm the investee type.
Yeah,
G would sell now, yeah.
I would sell now. I
Explain why. What's the difference between now and the beginning of the season?
Yeah, it's a gamble. I mean, it's always a gamble. You know, the market's peaking right now with his cards. Like, just if you're looking from a just straight up market perspective, just to make money off the card and move off, just do it now. It's kind of like whenever Bedard first came out and what he was selling for was already kind of priced into what he should have been doing if he was at his peak performance. Like, that's Dobson now, but for the Habs. All his high end, not even his high end, all his cards in general are all just doing insane numbers. And people are buying. The Habs fan base is going crazy over him. They're excited. They're hyped. He signed a long-term deal as well, but you never know. You never know. Performance aside, like, you never know what can happen with it. So
But honestly, though, the thing isn't the most likely scenario with Dobson in a good year. Plays well, helps the team win games, helps them make the playoffs, keeps Ottawa out of the playoffs, like we think will happen. And he has 12 goals and 48 points. I mean, his hobby market's not gonna explode when you have Shimmy Shakes on the team. You have Demidov, you have Caulfield, you have Nick Suzuki.
You know what's going to happen, Joe? 20 to 30 sales are going to be outrageous, and you just hope to be one of the sellers for those. That's what I think. There's going to be deep pockets, 50 and under big purchases. Like, let's say all 10 glosses are released into the wild in October. I'd say 5 or 6 of them will pull in some serious bank, and then the guy who sold like the third last one's probably like, well, crap, I should have kept it. I think big money goes hard and fast. I don't know. That's my IMO.
I mean, the other thing with Dobson is that he's not in a Habs uniform
yet. No, they don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't, Ottawa fans don't seem to care. When Dylan Cousins got traded here, they were all grabbing them.
Not that much. Like, even for myself, like, I'm a huge Sens fan, and I was kind of deterred from picking up Cousins cards just because it doesn't appeal to me personally.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like it. If you're not in a Sens uni, I don't really care unless your name's Crosby.
That's not just my own bias. Like, I mean, even with other cards in the market, like, look at Matthew Tkachuk, right? He's a beast.
Polarizing, though. He's polarizing.
But I think there's a lot to do with players playing in the teams where they got drafted and wear that uniform, especially on their rookie cards. Like, it's the same reason why Gretzky Oiler cards do a lot better than others, right? It's a big, like, I think it's pretty evident based off the sales and trajectories that we've seen for different players.
Oh wow!
I mean, even right now, look at Marner. Marner's cards are taking a turn for the worse.
Mm-hmm. Not a great market.
We know that, though.
Can we talk about this question? I really want to. I would be very excited about this.
Yeah, Mason McTavish is awesome.
He's been really disappointing so far, but I was, in my limited attempts to fail at prospecting, which I always do, I went a little hard on McTavish. But I just think that he's huge and skilled. And I'm not a big Rossi. Rossi's too small, and
yeah, he's tiny. I liked him on Ottawa, though. He was great. Oh, well. Junior's different. Junior's very different.
Did he play on the junior Ottawa team?
67s.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
And then during COVID, he went back to Sweden and got long COVID. Or no, Rossi is
Swiss league.
Swiss
he's Austrian.
Austrian.
He's Austrian.
Yeah, that's right.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not a tumor. Not a tumor. What? I like this. I need this for my Hartford Whalers top loader binder. Yeah, I'm not getting it, though.
I mean, I guess
speaking of Arnold, Kindergarten Cop is a classic, and it stands the test of time. I highly recommend. Everyone should watch it. Yeah, great movie. Great movie.
I mean, I guess the question kind of also makes me think of another question, which is which of the top RFAs do you think are going to actually re-sign with the teams that they're on right now versus not get re-signed or traded?
That's a good question. I think there's no chance McDavid leaves Edmonton. Well,
I disagree.
okay. Let me ask a precursor question to your question, G. Are you guys a little surprised that they like if you're the GM of the Oilers after what just happened on day one of free agency? Wouldn't you have traded somebody for a goalie or by now? Like to just
you can't let this go.
I mean, no. But I'm saying though, just to sell McDavid on re-signing with your team. Because if I'm Connor McDavid and I'm like, I have no chance, none.
Well, they did the opposite. They started shopping players. The team got worse. Did it not?
The fact that they didn't trade the farm for Spencer Knight, like, or anybody, Markstrom the year before,
Linus Ullmark when Ottawa got him.
I don't know. I would have rathered Markstrom than Ullmark personally, but
that's the only reason why I could see him leaving. But it wouldn't be Edmonton, right? Because you don't. The greatest player in 25 years or 30 years, you don't elect to not or trade a guy or not re-sign a guy like that because you can never replace the value of it.
I agree, Cosmo. Travis, I don't know what a Bondrook is. I don't know. Did I say the word? Maybe I was mumbling. I don't know. Who knows?
I would bid aggressively on this Patrick Roy if it wasn't the most dreaded wrong team patch to picture card.
Yeah.
Hate that. Come on.
I agree.
I don't know much about Isaac Howard.
Is he a goalie?
He's a forward. He's playing. Yeah. I mean, they have him projected on the left wing top line with McDavid and Hyman. He was
my favorite thing when we were doing show research and they took in whatever draft Dustin Wolf went in when they took like 7 players ahead of him. No, none of them you've even ever heard of at this point. Like they just they don't care.
What did you say? Who was a goalie? Sorry, I missed it. What you're saying?
No, he's saying that Isaac Howard. I'm like, he could be good. I'm like, well, if he's not a goalie,
he's like I don't know a lot about him. I just know he's like all skill, all like I don't. He's just like a dynamic, I guess is the word. Just a little ball of skill. It's definitely not a goalie.
Okay, but Doghouse, great point. Are you honestly willing to risk that at this point? God, we give so many people so many chances. It's crazy.
You know what? Both things can be true, like you said. So Skinner could be actually a really good goalie, Andrew. But I don't think Edmonton wants to. I don't think anybody wants to wait while he develops and matures. It's like friendship. I'm 44. I don't really want to make friends with an immature 45-year-old and watch them progress into the man they can be. I'm done. I'm good. I want to meet someone that's ready to go and be friends now. They need a goalie ready to go now. This isn't a feelings league. No matter what the commercials say, I don't care. Winning does not care about your feelings and have patience. It needs winning does have patience, but they need a goalie now, man.
How about this guy on the screen? Trade him for a goalie.
Sorry, that was my fault. I apologize.
No, I was saying like on this question, how do they get traded goalie with no cap space? What about Evan Bouchard? I'm not saying Bouchard's a bad player, but I'd rather have a all-star goalie than Evan Bouchard at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have much flexibility, right? Like a lot of their large contracts are also tied up in no movement clauses, so it's very hard for them to
which is their own fault. Yeah. And the other thing I'll say about this is not a new problem. This is not a problem that presented itself 3 weeks ago for the very first time. This has been how many years now since the Jack Campbell sort of, that was the last attempt. It didn't work out. That happens. Right. But we're like 2 years into a massive problem that it's like I give this stupid analogy all the time. But, here in Minnesota, the Vikings, we haven't been able to pass protect for 5 years and they never address it. And our quarterbacks get crushed every single year. And it's like, but sometimes I think these GMs, like they want to like outfox the fox. Like, it's like you can't. The thing that even the casual fan is staring you right in the face. It's like, oh no, I got to prove how smart I am by, doing everything but the fixing every problem but the glaring one, the huge hole in the ship that's sinking the back end of it.
Josh, I love when you get passionate like this. It's amazing.
It's a beautiful,
It's
beautiful
ridiculous.
analogy.
I like Connor McDavid. I want him to win a Stanley Cup, and it's.
So do I, man. So does my whole
Beautiful.
country. We
Yeah.
need it.
I'll give a hockey
We need
example.
it.
The Wild, right? You have, and here's another old take. We have Kirill Kaprizov, who is the best player in franchise history by 49,000 miles from the next competitor. And in 5 years, have they put we had Sam Steele centering his line for a whole season.
Great name for multiple.
But it's like, get the dude a center, please. And
all right, let's go through the chat here.
all right.
Okay, no, I got this. I got it. You keep going there, hot stuff.
They played Vegas in the first round, right? This past playoffs.
Yeah.
They considering, and Cap came. Was he back for the first game? I can't remember off the top of my head.
He was pretty hurt this year.
Yeah. But they still put up a really good fight against Vegas, considering, coming back fresh from injury. The team looked good. Even I like Rossi as a player. I know he's small. I know a lot of people don't think too highly about him, but I still really like him as a second line center.
So yeah, Travis, I say son of a Von Druk. Son of a Von Druk. And that's from a Will Ferrell skit when he's playing a doctor. I don't know what a Von Druk is, but I'm a huge SNL guy, especially back then. It would be if I had to guess, a Von Druk would be a curse word of mysterious origins. I don't know. Son of a Von Druk is what I say. That's what Will Ferrell says. And I believe 30 Rock used to say it as well. It's not really a word. And if it is a word, I'm sorry, I don't know what it means. But that's what I say. And it's from a Will Ferrell skit. I love the DVD Best of Will Ferrell's 1 and 2. I love all those that when they're in the hot tub, and Chet Brogan that lost his gold Seiko. If you know, you know. Anyways.
Okay, so here, Hamza, peace and love, buddy. But I just don't understand. I don't care if he had 6 shutouts in the first round, which would be impossible. But I just don't get it. I mean, I think that you're crazy if you are the Oilers and you're running it back with Stewie Skins and expecting to win the Stanley Cup. I don't know, what's the factual case for that happening at this point, that a jury of hockey peers would vote in your favor. Maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows?
Yeah, they got to be consistent and hot straight through all rounds. And time and time again,
Sam's got a good point here.
Yeah.
And Tim Thomas is so hated. He's mostly not liked. And I don't think anyone in Boston cares. They won a Stanley Cup. I'm going to scroll ahead here.
Comment right here about the Jets. So if I always think of 2 guys now, I mean, even Hellebuck, who's a Hart Trophy, but Scheifele and Connor on a different team could have, I think, huge hobby markets. You look at not only their high level of production, their consistency is incredible. And they're just so under the radar.
Why don't they?
I heard a good take on Hellebuck. He's not a very he doesn't like chaos in front of the net too much. He's not athletic enough for it, or I don't know if that, but he doesn't when he's not a good playoff goalie is basically what the take I heard on him is. Mm-hmm. And I think the playoffs kind of showed that, so we'll see. He has a year to bounce back. Let's see. I like Matty Devine's comment here. You think they should do it now, eh, Josh? Don't wait.
Yeah, I think that the team needs it. Sometimes to get the team fired up for the summer, and I would be depressed if I played for that team going, it's oh, what am I going to do? Work out all summer and have, that situation? Great.
Josh, what did this sell for when it first came out again?
This is the other one.
Oh, okay.
Which is, I think this card was the nail in the coffin for the SP1 that came out in Series 1. But that one peaked at $13,000 US for PSA 10.
$1,000. 77. Crazy. Oh, son of a. Oh, this one. We'll sit here. Look at that little swooshy in there.
Nice card.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead. About 10, 15 cards. See if we got any. There's a Kaprizov for you, Josh. The Nuge.
You were just showing that Draisaitl card. I think, just on my casual observation, haven't done anything remotely close to serious, but I think his hobby market might have increased the most of any player in the past year.
Oh yeah, I would agree with you. I guess. I don't know. But
well, you look back like 2 years ago, he barely had any hobby market at all. It was all he's only good because of McDavid. That was everybody made it. You try to say anything nice about Draisaitl, and there would be like I could see the comments in my mind rolling in right now. Well, if he, didn't play with McDavid, he would.
What was the turning point? Was it when McDavid went out for?
It was last playoffs when
Yeah.
he was on one leg and was their best player.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Ha! Oh, of course. There was silence in that part. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead. Back to the plan. Oh, so I got a new thing I like for my top. I like exclusives of base cards. Huh? What do you think? That's pretty good. Huh, whatever. Screw you. Fine. I like it. All right, moving on. Lucas. Oh no, I wanted to say, yeah, Bobby McCann. Gee, do you see a lot of Leaf people prospecting this young lad?
No,
Or you can make a comment on Bobby McMahon too. If you
It's the
either
same-
Bobby McCann or Bobby McMahon, you choose.
Oh, I mumbled. Whatever.
I mean, they like him as a player. Like the community likes him, but they all say the same thing. He's too old. Like the hobby doesn't like him because he's too old.
He was really
Yeah.
old when he came. Like he's like 28, 29, something like that, isn't he?
He's 29 and he's played. This season was his third season playing with the Leafs. It was his best season. And I mean, it's not saying much. It's like 30. He put up 34 points in 74 games. Not crazy, but
How
Like-
does this not see 500-600?
all right.
Right?
That's a sick patch.
That's a beautiful patch. Yeah.
You gonna bid on this, G? You should.
Yeah.
No.
I think this one's gonna jump at the end.
It's nice.
Oh yeah, I say 680.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 478.
Okay.
What's your prediction?
520.
Well, we're both wrong. We suck. Son of a 3.
Oh, I was
Well,
way off.
I was 300 off.
Way
That's
off.
crazy. Well, I hope Carter got that.
Yeah.
Mike, the Patrick Waugh card ended, brother. I'm going through them as they. Do you mean the one with the Avalanche patch in it? The 4 patch there? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Mike. If it was that card, it's done, buddy. I don't know, Sam. You're the freaking blue team fan.
Yeah. Let us know, man. What's the hype on this kid?
Other
You
than
know,
his
Gene?
really cool name.
I saw on Facebook somewhere recently that someone had pulled a rookie auto card of his out of clear cut.
Look at this card. Look at it. It's
Easton
amazing.
Cowens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they Upper Deck accidentally put him on the checklist.
Ooh, I don't know, Ryan. I'm curious though. Let's pull him up. I'm gonna smoke him out.
Hey, G, have you ever heard Phil's take on?
Wayne Gretzky on steroids? Wayne
What do you think about that?
on steroids? From Ninja Turtles.
I haven't.
You gotta understand what a crumpet is if you want to know what cricket is. It's Raphael in a trench coat. Okay, I don't like the way these things happen. Ah! Why does my eBay do this sometimes? Why does it go in the squares? I hate it. I don't know what to click.
Um,
I'm frazzled.
try clicking on the logo.
No, I'll figure it out.
Over there,
Auctioneering.
yeah, auctions.
I just don't want to miss any of the big ones here. Okay, we got that. We got that. Don't have this.
Wow, 6,000 for the
Yeah.
Betsy Golden Treasure.
Don't have that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. No, yeah, definitely don't care about that. All right, see you later. I have that already. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we're done. No, I have that. Okay.
You guys feel like Flowers hobby market has gone up maybe like a half step in the past year? Like
Yes,
the
a lot. I do. Yeah.
legendary kind of goalie status now.
A lot, yeah.
Ryan. Thanks, Ryan. I typed in golden treasure. Appreciate
Oh.
it, brother.
Golden what?
Yeah, that's crazy. 4.5K.
Josh, what did you think about the raw Lane Hudson Emerald Surge auto
We
sale?
talked about that on our show today. I think that card will never again sell for that high.
You get used to it.
So here's where I get it. If you are a pure collector, like you're a guy like Phil, and I mean this, I'm not knocking Phil right now, but and that's a card you absolutely want. It's out of 10. You don't know when you'll see it again, and be damned the price. You just want it and don't care. Then God bless you. Good job, but I don't think it's worth 8K Canadian.
Yeah.
Some cards, some people just need a card though, right? Like my first Brady Tkachuk high gloss, he could have charged me $6,000. I would have paid it.
Mhm.
I would have
So
paid
that
it.
was my point.
Yeah, 100%. I probably would have paid 7. I brought 8 with me to the show. But it's crazy, right? But I got it for 2,400. And I still I am an overpayer, but he had it at 3,000, and I said I'll give you 2, and he goes no, and I was like okay. I was like, we're about like 2,600. He's like no, I don't know. I got it for 24, and I'm very happy. I got 3 of them now, so I'm super happy.
30% of the pop.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like that. Listen, I'm going to be very honest. That's my ego. That's one of Brady Tkachuk's biggest cards. Do I need 3 of them? No. I want them all. I want them all so nobody else has them, and I do. And I'm being as honest as possible. Same with the Jake Sanderson Gold RPAs. I want all 24. I want them. I'm being very as animalistic in an evolutionary terms as I can be in a modern man setting.
What's the one card that you would have the least restraint for right now? Like if another Tkachuk Young Guns acetate surfaced, is that the card you would just...
I would say Brady Tkachuk high gloss, but I'm on such an adventure with my 13 acetates. I thought I had 14, and now I'm pissed off.
You lost
14
one?
is my favorite. No, I just don't think I had 14 because when I got my Beckett 9.5, I was like, yeah, that's the 14th one. And if I lost, it doesn't make sense. So I must have had 13. And then I also have the only PSA 10. So that's getting sold. Like as soon as I have the only one, there's no other PSA 10 Brady Tkachuk acetate Young Gun. Yeah.
So when do you decide to sell? Like what's for you the
When we win the
indicator?
cup. Or the finals. You don't think Ottawa Senators can make it to the finals? They're better chance than your stupid team. By
Duh.
far. By far.
Well, I'm not
I
going
think
to
that
argue
is a
that.
very small chance.
Oh, when Brady wins the cup for New York? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, let's not. Relax, Bedsy. Not Bedsy. What was it? Brooksy. Yeah. Why don't you say that again, Brooksy? Yeah, I will. I will, Torts.
So, G, is there a PC card that comps bedamned you would go super hard after and just have to have it and pay a stupid, like, fiscally irresponsible price for?
Yeah, there's often cards that come up like that. I mean, my Juice Slabs comrades always, they always say, gee, you get hard eyes for all these like nice sense cards that come up and like we have to control you. I'm like yeah, but sometimes you see PC card, you want it. I saw there was the most recent one was a Stutzla Cup RPA. I believe it was I can't remember if it was the gold or just the regular, but it had a really crazy patch too, like a really nice patch. And a PSA.
Was it a nice Timmy Otto, like where he actually like signed his name, or was it a TS?
The cup cards, I think he does what they call the Tom Brady signature, where it's just like
that was one of the roughest years for the cup. But there's so many things like that was a tough year. But holy crap, if they hit a grand slam ever since, the lockout, the Kaprizov sticker autos. I know he was in Russia. I know it was the best they could do. I get it. That doesn't mean we like it, right? So I thought the designs were a bit weak, and but the next 3 years of the cup or 2 years have been amazing. I just want to answer this. What's my line, Ryan? I don't know. Like, I'll tell you things I would sell Hasselhoff on would be Brady Tkachuk high gloss, Jake Sanderson gold RPAs, even a Jake Sanderson high gloss. I have 3 of them of those. 2. I have 2. I want more because he doesn't have any outbursts. So the main staples. I'm not a big Future Watch guy for any of these guys. They've kind of lost it with me. It doesn't do it for me. I'm really into the new outbursts, but I do draw the line. So I didn't buy my 8th Jake Sanderson gold RPA. 50% because I didn't want to spend the money. Business isn't the best these days.
Well, you bought the Shield 101 too.
And yeah, so 3 points. I bought the Jake Sanderson Shield Ultimate 101 because I thought that was a great price. It was well under 2K.
I was this close to buying it off ComC.
Sorry. And then third thing is I've befriended a really good guy in Ottawa, Jake Sanderson collector on Instagram. Oh man, there's a minute left for this. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, so he bowed out of the first one, so I bought it. I mega bidded that. I put like 6K. Like no one's beating me on that. And then the second one, I didn't even bid, and someone else was bidding hard against him. The poor guy, because the last comp, I don't know what it sold for, but a lot more than I paid for mine, any of mine. But he got it, and it means a lot to me for cards that I would like in my collection to be with the right people. That means the world to me. Like if G has a card that I really want, and I want him to have it. I do, because I know he's a diehard Sens fan. He knows his shit. We get along. That helps. I want the right people to have the right cards. I mean, that to me is the fabric of the hobby that we stand on. Here we go. Has this moved up? I'm yapping away and shit.
No. It's a great card.
Right? I think this is beautiful.
I always think of our buddy Alex now in these cards.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get him on Friday night support. Well, I mean, it's a summer. It's hard. Oh, 2K. Wow.
Nice. $500 jump.
Oh, Jakey Poo. Hey, Jake.
It's up. I think they were doing like $15 to $20, so like 27's. It's up there.
Oh, interesting. Well, I guess my 200 plus Jake Sandersons was a smart thing to do.
Offset player. Oh,
you have that many Raws actually?
Yes, sir.
He has 400 Shane Pinto Young Guns. You know that,
No,
right?
the Pintos I know. The Pinto obsession, I'm very.
Well, you think I'm going to yap about Sanders? I learned my lesson with the Pinto thing. I keep my mouth shut, brother. Well, I don't, but I actually, for such a loudmouth, I'm very private about certain things. But yeah, I got a boatload of Sanderson Young Guns. I stopped counting at 200, and I had another stack to keep counting. Yeah. So when he's Team USA captain and these sell for $100 each, Bill's going to Hawaii, baby.
It's not hitting $100 raw. No way.
You have you're not patriotic, eh? You're not a proud American.
I don't think I would know who Jake Sanderson is if I didn't know you.
You shouldn't ever say that again because you have a hockey podcast. Yeah. Jake Sanderson will be your Team USA captain in your lifetime.
Someone clip that.
Oh no, Austin Matthews in his Trivial Brown.
The Poop Brown edition of the Seismic Gold.
I like Trivial Brown. I think that's funny.
Why? It doesn't make sense. But what does Trivial Brown mean?
Isn't trivial the opposite of seismic? Like of seismic proportions, of trivial proportions.
Oh.
That's how I came up with trivial.
Opposite. Well, that does make kind of sense.
antonym? Is the antonym?
Stable, calm, or still.
Oh, okay.
More specific
Stable.
terms like static, motionless, at rest, or even tranquil can be used.
No, I didn't even get one of those. All right, trivial doesn't work.
Seismic relates to earthquakes, earth tremors, and the vibrations they cause.
Oh, I was thinking more like in an English essay.
Big.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, Marsh. I don't want to look at this card anymore. Here we go. Leo. Oh, what's this? Sanderson made his mark. Oh, I agree, Hamza. Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he did well. Do you guys think that the Olympics is going to be huge for the hobby, either one way or the other? Like, it has the opportunity to really...
It has the opportunity to be. Our kids do not... So, I don't know about you, G, sorry, but Josh and I grew up with Olympics being everything. Like, it was everything, right? Like, front page of the paper, 2 weeks on the news all the time, nonstop, patriotic pride, every country involved, nonstop. The world stopped and focused on sports and athleticism. Now, who gives a shit? No one cares. So yes, I think hockey, we need to have a banging tournament so we get the pursuit of excellence again, and we learn to be the best at a thing. And I would love my country to do good. I hope they do.
I mean, the U.S. Canada final was the second most watched hockey game behind the Game 7 of the 2024 Florida versus Edmonton final, Game 7.
I think in the U.S. it was 5 times more the audience than the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's crazy. Look at this card.
Like, in terms of exposure and, for the hobby and just to grow the sport and viewership in general, it's huge. Having the Olympics back this year is massive, and having the NHL players partake in it.
Hey, Sam, they can't. They don't have the license. So it's more likely to see a Tops Now, something through Fanatics for the Olympics for players that they have signed to auto deals. For cards, though, they don't have. I don't know if they have anyone. So yeah, it might be something. If anything, it would probably be Fanatics, would be my guess. Which I think really sucks. It would have been sweet if Upper Deck had both the NHL, NHLPA, and Olympics license to be able to produce some. I think about like how SP Game used or the Cup cool that could have been.
I don't know what's going on, man. So today they announced, I have no dog in this fight, and I will be very open about it. I absolutely refuse to pay cable companies what they charge, especially in this country. They just announced today that they're increasing Sportsnet like Plus to get all the games. The big thing with Sportsnet is you can stream the games, which is what people like a lot more than NHL Center Ice. So I'm gonna leave it on here and scare everybody. So in January, the Sportsnet Plus went from one. The only reason I know this is because my buddy complains to me. It went from $179 to $199 in January. Okay, no problem. Today, it went from $199. No.
$249 to like $3 something.
Yeah. Sorry. It jumped up, so it went up 40%. It went up 40%, which is crazy. But I immediately told Mark, my buddy, I was like, well, they had to pay the NHL $11 billion to get the TV rights. And what did the whole country say? Where are you getting that money? You don't have that money. Oh, they got them. They're getting the money. They're getting the money. And my favorite part of Sportsnet Plus, they black out the games. They still black out the games. And if you're in the chat from Vancouver and you keep emailing me that they don't black out games, I'm blocking you. Stop it. I live in Ottawa. You don't. They black out games in my city. Okay? Leave me alone. I'm not. What a weird thing to lie about. So that's crazy.
Yeah, that's for the year, though, right? So it's $300 it's an annual fee. It's not a monthly fee.
Gosh,
right?
$349 plus tax to watch hockey maybe is insane. Insane. When last year it was $179. Do you know how much Rogers made last year? Like in revenue? What was it? Like $20 billion? $20 billion in 1 year. And you have to increase your prices 40%? I love capitalism. I hate greed. I hate great like that.
Well, you remember my house like 4 months ago. I don't think I said this publicly, but when we converted to the, I'm not going to go into details, but we just call it the Magic Box solution.
Yeah, I get it from the internet.
My total cable, because we were still on cable TV, and all the streaming that my kids were devastated that week was almost $600 a month.
Buddy, this is, listen, I know the
And
world's
you
trying to
know what it is now?
Actually, yeah, exactly. Sid Wink, I got a better response for you. And I don't care. I'm not hiding it. I use my Bitcoin to get a different program, and I get all the sporting events for like $50 for the year. And I get no blackouts, 4K, 0 issues. A really long HDMI cable from my PC to my 77-inch OLED. Boom, done. And here's the worst part. I would pay $150 a year like a good citizen. I would. I'm not paying $350 plus tax to not imagine getting ready to watch my Sens game and it's blacked out. You don't want me angry at someone's door. That is insane what's happening in this country in regards to cable television and watching sports. Rogers is what company is bigger than Rogers in Canada? It's a monopoly. I'm just going to go to Shaw. Oh, they own Shaw. I'm going to go to Fido. Oh, they own Fido. Like they own everything. Everything. I don't give a shit because I'm just going to pay my $50. It's fun. My buddy Mark is so straight edge. Good government employee, like everything, like Home Depot on Saturday. Everything is just perfect, cookie cutter, perfect. He's broken. He doesn't know how to do this. Like it's crazy, man. Crazy.
Got a big question here from Brad from PSA for you, Phil.
Oh, I love Brad. Brad, do you want a bit of? No, Brad. No, thank you. Splitsies. No.
Which one? The Premier, Brad? Is that the one you're talking about?
I'll take one of the little chalets though, if you want to go halvesies on that at your property.
Yeah, did that open?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it opened.
Oh, we should do a podcast from there, Brad.
Yeah. See, he said yes. Excellent. We're business partners. Perfect. We have proof. NHL 66 is my best friend. And I'll just leave it at that.
It doesn't work for me anymore.
No?
No.
You gotta check your cookies, bro.
I gotta get a VPN.
Mm-hmm. I got a VPN long time ago.
More tech savvy than I am.
$0, Maddie Divine. Well, I pay $100 for internet here.
So this is hard for me to watch tonight, not bidding on it.
Yeah.
This is a card I've been waiting for forever. I'm not going for it.
It's in your slab too. You want the PSAs.
I know. You got to get a VPN, Wits. Yeah, on hockey is great too. Okay, let's maybe not keep doing that. But yes, read the chat. I'm not going to post it. But yeah, those are good sites. No, fight back. This is crazy. Like, I'm all about following the rules. How about this? If you're at a red light and there's no cars around and it just stays red for 15 minutes, most of my city will not move. I say it's 30 seconds. I'm gone. See you later.
Can I confess something to you right now? That I've always wanted to, and I don't think he'll get mad at this.
Who, me?
When I first met Sylvain.
Yeah.
Sylvain Cormier. From the first thing he ever told me about you is that you freak out at people like when you're driving at like people like that are like crossing the street, and like I kind of want to film you driving now, like that you basically lose your shit on people constantly in the car.
Most Canadians.
I'm smiling when I do it. I'm not angry. Okay. I'm never angry. I'm not in a bad place. That's what you're asking.
But do you get mad at like people when they stop at stop signs? Is that the thing, or?
No, but like for how long? Like I don't understand. Okay, so I live right down the street from Canadian Tire place. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not making fun of my municipal government, but when there's a hockey game, the next few days, there's someone at City Hall that's supposed to change the way the lights work. So if there's not a hockey game, there's only a neighborhood. I live in that neighborhood. We have to get around the building. So the reason I keep saying red lights is because if they don't change the beep, beep, beep thing at City Hall, that red light is staying red for like 12 minutes. It's insane. So, and that always happens. So I run the red light every day. Every day I run the red light, and all the people around me are like, they don't know how to handle it. They don't know what to. I'm not waiting there 10 minutes. I'm not.
Go to the Bedard. The Bedard, Big Bedard is ending.
Thank you.
I got a text about that from somebody that's bidding.
Oh, okay.
I love
Where
how
is it?
fast you are. The Premier 101 Bedard, the star of the auction, that one.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, it's past 5 minutes.
No, it's ending in 30 seconds.
Oh, son of a Vondre.
Probably ended already.
Why would you say that? Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Oh,
There it is. 22,600. You should have shut me up 2 minutes ago. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. That was my
wait,
fault.
wait,
I
wait. We
got
might have
lost.
breaking news.
That was my fault. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I don't want to miss other ones. There's a Hasek.
$100. Oh no. Our buddy lost. Come
Oh,
on,
no.
if you're willing to disclose, come and chat, whoever you are, because I don't want to out you. We had a buddy bid on that.
Like, buddy with me too?
Probably tolerates you.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
No, he's your buddy.
Yeah? Just Dawson Mercer. That's a nice one. I don't know how I am about Mercer. I don't know how I am.
There's too
Brad.
many.
Brad went
too
hard
many-
after the Bedard and lost.
Our Brad?
Our Brad, yeah,
Oh, shit, man. Sorry, Brad.
sucks.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Oh, he was probably happy I was hooting and hollering. He's like, yes, Phil, keep talking. Keep
Well,
talking.
you know what happened, and I'm
No.
sorry, Brad. I think this is our fault. He was booking you and me in the honeymoon suite at his lodge, and forgot about and couldn't get his last bid in.
Crap. That's okay. See, great best friend of the show.
You guys
I
won.
want the golden treasure. Where is it? I want that. I want that.
Go for it.
No. No.
You Phil, it would be irresponsible for you not to. And let me explain why.
No, don't let him finish. I don't want you talking. Quiet. You're gonna be like, oh my god. So here's a confession. I've never seen Silence of the Lambs before. I just watched it 3 nights ago.
How?
The Criterion.
I've
Remastered.
seen that movie. Isn't that crazy? And for
Oh
the
my-
record, that is the movie that I quit scary movies based on that movie.
Oh, really? Masterpiece. Then I watched Red Dragon 2 nights ago, and I watched Hannibal last night. Oh my god, they're me. The dialogue in those movies is incredible. What do you think of Fantilli, G?
I like him.
Yeah, I think he's a G, man. G like
Yeah.
you, brother. I think he's gonna have a big year.
I think I saw this question earlier in the chat, but someone was asking about speckled young guns, the speckled rainbow specifically. What do you guys think of those? Because I think they don't get enough love for how rare and hard to gem they are.
Well, they're
Yeah,
achievement.
for a gem, it's like the amount of money you have to burn to get a PSA 10 is astounding.
Yeah, and then they do maybe 2x, if you're lucky, 3x a regular young gun 10.
Can I
Yeah,
say my
Call of
favorite
Duty.
Silence of the Lambs thing, Phil? Because I do this. I hate when you double use the word "do," but when I have like friends over at parties and we're playing music,
Yeah.
I love to play the Q Lazarus song "Goodbye Horses." I think
Oh,
it's a
that's
great
pretty
song.
cool. It is a great song, yeah.
But,
You're a horrible
but
person,
to
though.
watch people though, like their reaction when that song comes on, it's like, what is he
And then are you
savoring
dancing
at
and
when he's
smiling?
like dancing? Like,
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so. It puts the lotion on, or it gets the hose again. I love it. It's so good. Oh, here's a
you
nice
see, Louis
fiber.
went and saw it in the theater.
Oh, there you go. So this is the one that sold for $12K?
No.
PSA
The
10?
SP1 from Series 1, 2023. This is the Young Guns canvas.
Okay. What's the last card here? Yeah, so I'm tapping out in an hour. That's me. This is my last card. Connor McDavid, emblems of endorsement.
But G, to your point though, on the I don't know. I think I don't have a great read on speckled rainbows. Do you? Like, are you all in or all out? I'm very middling on them.
I mean, I was buying them at one point, just like I wasn't looking for them, but they would come up and would get them in trades or deals, and
We killed them.
it was very hard to like. Their markets are kind of all over the place,
Mhm.
all over.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice Makar. The Eye of Sauron.
They never gem though. You're right. Like I would knowing what I know now, I would never try to make my own. You're way better off. I think that like I calculated once for one player, and like let's say I'm just making up numbers. Let's say the speckled rainbow raw or PSA 10 is worth $2,000. With the gem rate, it would have cost you like 8,000 to make your own. I mean, it's that they're just really poor gemming cards. Must be the material they print them on.
I think my first ever experience with speckled rainbow young guns was a random PC purchase. I bought a Mark Kostelic young gun rainbow speckled off eBay and graded it and gemmed a 10.
Wow.
I was over the moon, and then he got traded a month later. And I was
Boston.
I was like, well, there goes that.
Do you like it? Do you still collect his cards or no?
No, I
have his I pulled a 1-of-1 stature of Mark Kostelic, whatever.
didn't you
Black.
buy another stature card whenever I saw you in Toronto? Not this past one, but the one before.
I have 2 Brady 1-of-1s and a Jake 1-of-1. Yeah. No, I have 3 Brady 1-of-1s. I have a patch one. I want the second patch one though. There's purple and black or something. I don't know. I'm almost done my Brady Kachuk top loader binder video. I think it'll be released on Saturday. And then next Wednesday is a beautiful video. Gonna be a weird one, but it'll be worth it. Oh, it's not like that. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh my god, 3,000. Oh my god, someone in person autoed an exclusive? The ball's on you, brother.
Whoa.
Jesus. Holy crap.
That's nuts.
Who does that? That's kahunas.
It's not bad. I mean, they executed it pretty well, I would say.
What
I
is-
still wouldn't do it, but
Josh, check card ladder. What is exclusives of this guy's do?
this guy, you can't say his name.
AM34. Oh, I wonder if how would Louis not be going after this card right now? Look at that. That's a very, very attractive price. I feel like every third card's a goddamn Celebrini. I like hockey. Oh, Brady.
7,500 for a PSA 10.
Josh
A
Norris.
lot.
7,500?
Well, it's a PSA 10 though. It's a PSA 7.5. So you have to do that calculus. Whoa, did that go up a bunch or no?
No, that's what it is.
Okay.
So they could have not. Okay, maybe you know what? I'll give benefit of the doubt. Maybe this card was kind of shitty to begin with, and they're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get it autographed. I mean, 7.5 for a modern card. That's pretty. Someone would chewed on it.
Well, maybe he sneezed on it when he signed it.
That's your first warning, NF Cosmo. First warning. I don't know.
Maddie, what
Yeah.
they do is they make a ton of them, and then they just sit there until they have to have them on. What they do though is they burn the young guns that it takes to get them. So those are, it takes 15 essentially base young guns. Those are, and then 3 silver foils. They ruin those.
That's a fun card. That's a banger card. Look at this. Laundry tags for everybody.
Exclusive Matthews finished at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Norris. See you later, buddy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And everyone's so mad. I really like Josh. He was really nice. Yeah, sure he was.
I felt no ways.
Yeah, no. I want Dylan Cousins is a man, a professional. he's staying. They asked him what he's doing all summer. He goes, trying to get better. I'm like, that's
If you were,
the best
if you were
answer ever.
confused, if you're confused or upset while the trade happened or before the trade, as it happened,
Yeah.
you sure as hell weren't, concerned after you saw him do what he did. He was like, almost scoring a goal per game. He was on a point per game pace,
It's awesome, man.
ripping it up with Batherson.
Look at this Tony Amonte card done in 45 minutes. Pretty wild, eh?
Such a nice.
He's another good American for you there, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brock Faber. Oh God, I want this card. I love OPG and OPG Platinum so much. I don't have any near me.
You know that Brodeur? I bought it.
Louis did?
He did.
You bought it? Yeah, you're gonna give it to him. That's why he's gonna be a bad dude one day.
Oh,
Like,
it lasts sold for 190 US. I bought it for 77 Canadian.
Are you keeping it for your collection?
I'm keeping it so Louis can't have it.
I love it. It's leverage. Fantastic.
I'm gonna frame it and I'm gonna put it on my wall and I'm gonna get a neon sign made with an arrow that says, "Look what I have, Louis."
Sinjin, don't be ridiculous. A little early to be drink. Oh wait, no wait. What? Oh yeah, Sidwink. Let's not be drinking too early. Well, it's 9. I guess drink away. Yeah, I was watching like I don't know, it was in the background or something, some BT television thing or whatever. And one guy goes, "Oh my God, I'm so hungover," and blah blah blah. And they're all laughing and like they're like, "Here, have a vodka orange juice." And I don't know, they're very liberated with their alcohol, right? And one guy had to whisper, he's like, "Oh, the other day I smoked pot." And they're like, "Oh, okay." Like we're all still nervous, like what this guy's talking about being hammered on TV. No one cares. And like marijuana is
legal, right?
Yeah, I know, but like if I'm out in a concert or something, I'm like, should we go around the corner? Or, like it's in my they programmed it. Nancy Reagan programmed it in my head too much. She was too much.
You're a big Nancy Reagan guy, or what?
Well, no, she started the whole "just say no" thing. I mean,
You got the hots for old Nancy.
No, not that dustpan. Our world would be farther ahead. I mean, we would be farther ahead if she didn't need some type of relevancy to her White House stay. Anyways.
Gee, are you going to the National?
No, I think we'll probably.
We are.
Are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
You driving?
Coming to
or-
America. Coming to.
I'm driving, yeah. Oh my God. Look at this card. This is where it's at.
Have you been to
Yeah.
the National, G?
I haven't. It's on our bucket list though. We do want to hit one up eventually, but we just haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Oh, thanks,
we
man.
We will make the trip though.
I've got a little thing for goalies lately. Like I got sucked into the whole Dustin Wolf thing. G, am I stupid?
No, I don't think you are.
He's awesome, Josh. He's like a little Mike Vernon out there, man. He's great.
He's really good. He's really good.
He's that goalie. He's the goalie you want in the playoffs. He's got that Hasek. Well, no one has a Hasek style. That unorthodox athleticism. That's what you want in the playoffs. You want that crazy acrobatic shit. In my opinion, Olmark makes me so nervous. How like he makes me so nervous.
I'm not that nervous.
I am.
Question: If you were a Flames fan, like what other player would you be, collecting outside of Wolf? Like who gives you hope on that team?
Connor Zary.
Yeah, he's kind of middling, isn't he?
No, he's not what I personally don't think he's what.
You put Dustin Wolf in the black Flames uniforms.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah, those cards are amazing.
Johnny Red Dot's funny. It's like drinking from a fire hose.
Sidwink, it's better than any show in America, if that helps. It's not the Expo, of course, but he said, "How good is the National if you only collect hockey cards?" It's the U.S. is sad. Like you guys, there's no way to do your job here.
I've heard it's good for buying for whatever hockey there is there, but that being said,
but it's like for you to be like a dealer, there's no way to get inventory here if it's not on eBay, and there's no way to be a dealer if you only buy on eBay, because you get a good price and you crush the comps and you make no money, right? You have to go, and in Canada, it's this mythical land where people in their basements have these amazing collections that you can just go to every day of the week and say, I'll give you $20,000 for that. Nobody has $20,000 worth of hockey cards here. You go to a show, there's like 2 Matt Boldy Young Guns and like a weird bent Mario Lemieux from 1989. Like that's what hockey is in the United States.
Which state in the U.S. has the strongest?
None. We're the state of hockey, and our shows are. You would think that hockey cards are illegal here. That's pretty much. Oh, Phil. Yeah, you would think they're illegal here. Like we have nothing.
But when you do come across them, they're typically still cheaper because people just don't care about them, right? Like if you do come across something semi-decent at the export,
there's just not like dealers. Like there's a lot of collectors, but yeah, I don't know. It's just really, really weird that it. Like you look at like our show as an example, right? So we have a big audience in Canada. We have actually a bigger audience in the United States than we do in Canada.
Crazy, eh?
And I I think. Not to brag, but I think we're the biggest podcast in Canada.
Yeah, for sure.
For the hobby.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, I think of the hobby. Yeah, but the hobby is hockey in Canada, so
yeah.
Who cares, right? But there's just nothing here. And Minnesota is a very hockey obsessed state.
Do you guys have a lot of local shows?
Oh, look at this guy. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a nice card. Yeah, there is a lot of local shows, and it's all kabooms and downtowns and football and basketball and baseball.
And Mary Gamble Gamble.
And
Hi, guys. I love Mary Gamble Gamble.
Oh.
Yeah. Love this. Love it. Oh, what's this? Okay, here we go. UDC. Okay, hold on. We're checking this.
Okay, here's good context for you, G, from Tori. He's a good buddy of ours here in the Twin Cities. The Spring Minnesota show had the biggest hockey selection I've seen at a show here, and it was maybe the same as half of one short row at an expo. So like an amazing show with hockey would have 3.5 cases of hockey cards, and half of the case would be poopy Minnesota Wild Young Guns.
UDC 140.
So yeah, I mean.
I'm serious. There's no way to do what you're doing where you are in the United. None. It's impossible.
Whoa, we're gonna get that card right away. 147.
So, asking you as a collector, where do you do most of your buying? If the local shows, you there.
The expo.
You wait.
But and then ComC. And Slab Sharks, eBay,
Yeah.
Do you see this? Hollow's not in there. Where'd it go? There we go. Yeah, 2015. So I thought 2015 might be able to get it. No, not in there. Check. Let's double check.
Where at, Mike?
UDC 140711. Am I seeing that right? UDC 140711. Is that correct, everybody? That's correct.
Oh,
invalid. Invalid. Anyways, dead to me.
Ryan, we're going to talk about this on Monday's show. I'll give my opinion then.
Oh, good question, Ryan. Look at this one, eh? Oh, this is the best one of the night, I think.
I think we were at the Mike, I think we were at the expo. But if they had 7 tables, then that is amazing, and I'm very happy. I'm not happy that there's the hockey market blows here.
Let's give me 1 sec.
What kind of cards, like even when there is hockey at your local shows, like what are people selling? Or what do you typically see?
I mean, there's no comparison to Canada. It's Canada. Here's like how I compare hockey in the U.S. to hockey in Canada. Like, have you ever been able to fly first class in your life?
No.
Okay, don't until you can do it every time, because the only thing worse than flying first class is on your next flight having to fly coach, and you're like, oh, this is not as good as, you know, when we went to the expo. It was I had never seen a 1951 Parker's card in my life. Right, I'd maybe seen like a handful of Wayne Gretzky rookies, and you go to a case that has like 40 in them, so there's just no real comparison.
Yeah, it's like you're a kid in a candy store at the expo. I like the first one I ever went to, and every single one since then. I'd make sure I book off work. I go on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I stay the whole time. And this is like, I'm not going as a vendor. Like at that time, I'm going as a, you know, just one of the members that are just like attending as an attendee. There's just so much to see that it's crazy.
Oh, Kenny
so
from
then-
Imperial Garden.
Kenny's awesome. Kenny's as OG as they get. I was breaking with that guy in like 2008. Like, it's crazy, man. When Cole was born, that guy was breaking 15 years ago.
Well, and I think I bought this card from Kenny
I would love this card, man.
at the Spring Expo.
12 large. You think he'll go for it? You think he'll go for me?
And Mike, if he did come, which I don't doubt, I just wasn't there, I hope he did very well, because that would be, you know, again, I want to have a show where I could go and see hockey cards. The other thing that makes me really envious of Canada at times, and maybe it's just sort of
Don't
like
say healthcare. Don't say healthcare.
No.
Okay.
It's it's like just this perception that I have, and maybe it's like the whole social media distorted reality, but
No,
that like you can go on Facebook Marketplace and there will be 40 people selling insane collections at a time. Like any sports cards like listed on Facebook Marketplace here are like scam garbage. Like people that buy collections, and you know, it's all like picked over base cards.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you bring up a good topic, because like I don't ever dabble in Facebook Marketplace, but I mean, Phil knows about Facebook groups though, because I'm in them as well.
Sure do, brother.
And I don't know if you guys have ever talked about on your podcast like Facebook groups in general, and like all the ones that are out there. There's a lot of big ones, and there's different formats as well. There's ones that run strictly auctions. There's ones that run Razes. There's ones strictly for one-on-one cards. There's ones for strictly logo marks and draft days. You have your typical buy, sell, you know, trade, Facebook groups. Like there's a whole variety of them, and all of them have a big following. Like there's some that have over 10K group members, some above 6K. Like they range, but a lot of the buying that we do outside of shows comes from Facebook. And obviously there's a huge risk. Then you have to be careful, because there's a lot of scammers out there. But if you're looking to save on taxes at the very least, you're still going to pay for shipping, but if you want to save on taxes, then, you know, Facebook is also an option.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and again, like I see probably this distorted reality, like because we're such good buddies with Grant and GP, it's like every day it's like, oh, somebody walked into the store with 72 Wayne Gretzky patch autos and I bought them.
Yeah.
Hey,
but that's the benefit of a brick and mortar, right? Having the storefront and having people coming into your store, and you know, that's a whole different level of visibility that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie. It's a girl. She's big old butch. Look at this. Beautiful. Ish. So I would have liked the other one more. The other cup more. No, okay. Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
No, somebody said this was a significant photo. Can you chime in? Why was this his last game or something like that?
I'm not sure. I have a picture of his last game in Canada. That might be it. I'm not sure. Someone else should know. Let's see what's up ahead here. We're winding down.
I think that was his last game. Looks like it.
Yes.
That makes that card kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Gretzky.
This.
Oh, this. Yes. Yeah. I was at his last game in Canada. It was in Ottawa.
Yeah, you keep adding the in Canada part, and I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think this was his last game, period.
Ever. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Back in the day, they used to. So if it was his last, then it wasn't at home because they would have worn the white jerseys if it was at home. I find his last game ever would not to be at home with it. Yeah. Let's see what's up ahead here. Some big cards.
I love how we've been listening for like 45 minutes to a song about your inability to get a girl to climax.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you make the songs for the single guy in our group, not for the guys that have been married for a couple of decades.
Well, I think that's the proof that we can get a girl to climax Saskatchewan.
Oh, because that's how babies are made, Josh? One
That's
has nothing
exact-
to do with the other.
Babies
No. One does not have to happen for the guys to
Fair,
swim.
fair. Okay.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah, I'm glad this was recorded though. Not
He's
fair
blushing.
point. You mean biological point? Anyways. Yeah. Let's see how our big ones are doing. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. But like this
Much
is pure
time.
FOMO. Like I'd rather the Celebrini at the end of the day, but I'm like oogling and ogling this, you know.
There are so many better cards in this for 6.
I know, you're right. I know. I
Not that that's a bad card. Like if you are a Bedard
this is better.
collector,
This is better.
Yeah, that is better.
Yeah, that's right. Mike C he knows. All the ladies come over so they can look at my top loader binders. Oh, it's so sad. What is my
I have a controversial question to ask the group in the chat. This is impossible to know or impossible to quantify, but have you guys ever thought like, have you met many like you know how Phil is a Brady Kachuk through and through PC collector?
I had no idea.
Alfredson
You
too?
didn't?
Don't forget.
No, I'm kidding. I knew.
Yeah.
I think most people know.
Have you met a real Bedard collector?
No, I haven't.
Not a real, no, not for long term at least. Like I know some
So
people
it's
have.
like everybody's like an investor, right? At this point in Bedard, or most
Yeah,
people. I'm not
and-
gonna say everyone. That's a blanket statement, but
That's a good point, Josh. It'd be nice. Like, I'd love to meet like a 17-year-old kid who's like, I love Bedard. He's my favorite player. Blah blah.
I'll
He's
never
straight,
sell
you
it. I bought this card for 6,000. I'll never sell it.
You want to root for that kid? That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
point.
that's a great question.
Just one that I know of. Just one. I mean, there was a few trips out west, but the doorbell hasn't rang yet. So, yeah. Daddy? Nope. Slam. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I take him to McDonald's or something.
That's a good point, Iron. One of my favorite stories from last year. So my
Nice.
brother,
Good.
my brother my nephew, he coaches my nephew's hockey team, his AAA like summer team, and they got the kids together and they were doing, this is in Minnesota, and they were doing a icebreaker because it was like the first practice, and so they wanted the kids to get to know each other, and so they had them all like 15, 16 kids, put them in a circle, had them tell them their name, and then a bunch of questions, and one of them was, who is your favorite hockey player? He said 2 kids said Kaprizov and everyone else said Connor Bedard.
Wow.
Holy crap! Seriously?
Yeah.
That's wild. Wild.
And these are 9-year-olds at the time, but it just shows you like,
Yeah. Very telling.
you know, the
Very
impact that he had last year on the sort of whole hockey ecosystem.
telling. Look at this one here. First year of OPG Platt.
I mean, to be fair, like he still has obviously a lot of potential. He's
Of course.
turning 20
He
in
has
a week.
all the potential. He has
He's
all the
still
potential.
19. He's turning 20 in a week. And like give him anyone to play with. Literally anyone. That team is just so bad. I don't know.
Their goalie situation got better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I give you my counter to that argument though? And this is
Yeah.
not an anti-Bedard rant. It's a because there's all these conversations are very nuanced, and when you are spending probably, I don't know what that golden treasure will go for, but $8,000, let's say $10,000 on a second year player card, you're buying at that price. You're saying that this is a Alexander Ovechkin, Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby level player, right?
Sorry.
And I think all three of those guys are guys that no matter what team you put it on, they make that team better, and they don't succeed or fail because of their team. They're just so good. And I'm not saying that they like go to the Stanley Cup Finals, but that's the problem that I have with the whole Bedard, because what you're saying is 100% true.
Yeah.
The team stinks, but if he's that good, if he's Sidney Crosby level good, which his price is, I'm not saying he is, but that's the hobby value at this point, then should it matter to some degree who's on his team or not? I don't know.
Yeah.
Ryan Moss bringing up a really good point here. Colby's a bit of a potato too. Yeah. My best response to that would be it's a different league. It's a high flying, high scoring thing going on right now. I don't know. It's a good point. It's a really good point, Ryan.
And I think there's an equal amount of chance that Bedard turns to be John Tavares as he does to be Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, that's a really, Josh, I totally agree with that. And both.
So like if you're just like the odds, like given what we know today, if you had to bet big, right? I think he, like I said, I say it's equal. I would say it's 50-50 John Tavares, Sidney Crosby. There's somewhere in between.
You know what the best part of this whole conversation is? We all love hockey, and we're all gonna have 10, 15 years to figure this out.
Oh, and I'm a hobby guy too. So like whenever I'm just trying, part of it is what we're talking, right? Yeah. I want every player to do well. I don't want anyone to lose money on a card. Like I root for every player. So I hope Bedard has 400 goals next year. That'd be amazing. It'd be the best thing for the hobby.
Big time. I hope all the young lads get it. I hope they just light it up, man. I would love it. I'd love all the goalie cards to go down and all the player cards go up. Sorry if you're a goalie collector. Yeah.
Tori's very anti-top loader binder king. Have you noticed that? Like, I like it. He's very, oh yeah. He's popping off in Discord today about it, and
what?
He's going hard at it here. I like
Tori
it. I like feisty Tori. I like it.
Yeah, fight back, Tori. I told you they gave you happy holidays. I never should have. Fight back. I don't know why you wouldn't like it.
Gretzky played what, 30 games with the Blues? I mean, is that valid argument? Or how many games he didn't play many, like half a season, right?
Half a season, I think. It's kind of a funny thing. I mean, it's kind of funny.
Oh, it's the turtleneck era. It's my least favorite Gretzky era.
Played 18 games.
Yeah. I think Blues cards are very underrated. I love them. The patches are great. I love that yellow. It's goldy. You know? It's good. How are big ones doing?
Keep going, Tori. It's fun.
61. Mm-hmm.
Have you bid on anything tonight, G, yet? Are you being sneaky?
I haven't. Nothing is really calling my name.
So I'm the only true collector on the show. It's good to know.
I just don't
try to be responsible, you jerk.
Since when?
What do you mean? I got to be
brand is to be irresponsible. I can't allow you to be responsible. Then where do we go as a show?
Oh my goodness. 1 second.
Phil just found out he has another daughter. He's saying I was drinking and it was late and I didn't know. I come on, I didn't know she was my cousin. How was I supposed to tell? What do you like? Check a birth certificate? Well,
Josh, let me ask you a question. Since you're a collector, right? A true collector.
True collector.
What other?
I'm like silver. You know how they gauge silver by percentage?
Yeah.
I'm actually 103% collector. Believe it or not. They don't even know how it happened.
And I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know if this is a taboo question or not. But what other auction houses, I guess, do you follow? Because like obviously, Slab Sharks is the best, has the most at all times. But there's other auction houses that sometimes have, you know, absolute beautiful rare cards.
Of course.
That,
Of course. Yeah. I mean, you got to go where the card. I mean, I don't believe. Listen, we. Thank you for asking this question. We are very grateful. I mean, we can't do this without, because believe it or not, like this whole disaster that we call like a show, a gong show, costs money, like real money to do. It's like, I know. I'll pause for you to laugh, but and so like we couldn't do it without people like Slab Sharks. But when you know our thing is like you have to be first and foremost, we have to be honest and authentic, and anyone that we work with, like we're very clear about, like we're not going to pretend that other places to buy cards don't exist just because you sponsor us. That like we can't operate that way, and so wherever there's a good card,
Especially
like yeah, Phil.
Not a
Phil's
good liar.
like it's amazing we have any sponsors, and I think Phil like finds sport in we get a new sponsor and he goes into like hate mode. Just because he's got to prove how cool and tough he is, and how
I'm the one who wanted Pather.
He's the hobby rebel, and you know, and so he's got to do that whole shtick. But no, I mean, I don't really. I'm very like on this show, on the most part of the show, like I'm very the most agnostic about all. Like I don't demonize big hobby companies. I try to see for what they are. So if there's a great card on Golden, buy it. Fanatics, awesome, right? My card post is I look
I don't
for
care
cards.
about platform has nothing. You care what, if you love Honey Nut Cheerios, but you hate Loblaws, which is a grocery store in Canada, are you not? So there are a lot of people that would never buy Honey Nut Cheerios again because they hate Loblaws. I am not from that village. I would go to Loblaws.
What are you talking about?
Buy my cereal.
What's blah blahs?
Bob Loblaw. It's a grocery store.
Yeah,
it's a grocery store up here.
So why would you not? Why did they have to do with Honey Nut Cheerios? They're good for your heart.
Well, they price fixed bread, and I have a big hate boner for Loblaws because they made like 300 million and they got fined 20 million, and that's it. I wish I had a business. I could. Oh man, I'm sorry. That was really unethical. I made 100 million. Shame on you, Phil. We're charging you 10 million because you're bad. Okay, I'm laughing 90 million to the bank. Isn't that how oil companies work?
We had a great question from Thomas. He says, why does ComC have fees when applying Star Credit? What's the benefit in this service? Well, they do it to make money. I mean, let's just be clear on that. But the benefit of buying on ComC is that, I don't know if you've noticed, but they any card on ComC is 15% more on eBay.
Yeah.
So the eBay, they add the eBay fee to sell it on eBay. So even though you're paying that fee for store credit, you're still getting the card for less money than on eBay. The other benefit to ComC, if you're the flipper type or the more investor type, is any card bought on ComC doesn't create a comp. So it won't show up in 130 point or card ladder or anything like that. And so like if you're like a guy like UG, when you know, like on the Red Prism Brodeur that I bought tonight, PSA 10 for $100 less than recent comps. That's a great buy.
Sobeys.
But if you bought that card to flip, now your problem is, well, I just created a new comp.
I mean, that's mainly why I don't buy on eBay.
Yeah, you can't.
It's tough. Like, you just shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, you just shoot yourself in the foot. You just kill your margin.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh is getting told on.
Yeah,
That's all good.
I had to, Louis. It was so the last day was 190, and I paid like $60 for it.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
don't tell him.
My new favorite PC player,
Nothing.
Martin Brodeur, way better than Patrick Waugh.
Well, yeah, I know that. Oh, did you buy a Brodeur?
I bought a Red Prism PSA 10, 2013.
Oh, good. Good boy.
I'll let you touch it for $1.
I'm fine.
And well, you need a
Don't
magnifying
clip that.
glass, though.
What'd you
Don't
buy
clip
that for?
Because it was I like goalies. I'm a big Prism hockey guy. Are you a Prism hockey fan?
I was just gifted my first 2 Prism cards by one of my Juice Slab mates, and one is a.
Can I wait a minute? Your mates gift you stuff?
Sorry.
I was just my mates never gift me cool cards.
No,
Well, Louis is giving me
yeah.
cards. Phil's never given
Yeah,
me
you
anything.
can. What are you talking about? Of course you can. That's what mattresses are for, and coffee mate jars.
He's not listening. Oh, so what did you get? Show and tell. Let's see your Prism card.
We've got a Spezza and a Eric Carlson
Nice.
Prism.
Needs more.
Yeah.
Needs more JPEG. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
just
don't
being
have a proper camera, so it's the best year to get.
Josh loves he wants those from you now though, probably.
I'm good.
Prism monster.
If
They're
it was
going
the
on
Dan. Number one
Look at the
question.
jump here, boys. Pretty good. That,
Oh, yeah,
that
nice.
autograph is a little
We have to ask G a very important question, Phil.
okay.
This is a big one, so you can feel free to pause before you answer and really
Okay.
think about it. What do we think of our boy Heater, Danny Heaton?
No, he doesn't need to answer that. You don't have to answer that. G.
Phil,
He already knows how I
mute
feel.
Phil. Louis, mute Phil.
You can't mute me. I'll mute you. I'm gonna mute you.
So
I muted Joe.
Oh God, gee, what's up? It's so much quieter in here now.
I know. So funny enough, I mean, Phil in person has told me already about how much he loves Danny Heatley.
Mm-hmm.
He's pooping.
But just
over
recently,
about that.
literally just today, I posted on our Juice Labs Instagram story that of a deal that I just made, and I sold a collector a Danny Heatley Emblems of Endorsements.
Ooh.
Sick card. But the number of emoji reactions that Phil sent me after I posted that story
yeah.
on Instagram was hilarious. And the funny thing is that my Juice Lab mates, we all share the Instagram account, so we all got the notifications.
You all log in. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was funny. There was like poop emojis, there was angry emojis, there was crying face emojis.
Can you?
Mhm.
Oh,
Phil
Yeah.
wasn't pleased.
He's a big baby.
yeah. I'm good at it though. Okay, here we go.
I gotta answer a grocery question here. I shop at Target, believe it or not. It's cheaper, closer.
I go to
Oh.
Hy-Vee
Yeah, high
well,
B too.
or Cub.
You guys want to know a fun fact about where Louis and I live that is actually mind blowing? And I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna do it soon.
What? I'll do it
We
right
have
now.
to be the largest town in North America without a grocery store.
Where do you eat food?
but-
You hunt?
Which is okay.
No, well, we're in the suburbs, so like where one town ends and begins gets a little squishy.
Big
We
card.
But-
hunted together.
But we have
Where we all came
Louis,
from.
what's the population of Farmington? Like 30,000, 40,000, something like that. Zero grocery
Small.
stores.
So where do you get food?
Oh, it's not far away.
Well, it's like 10 minutes away, but in Lakeville. But the important thing though is we have the highest property. Our property taxes are ridiculous
Insane.
because we have no business to support. We're a bedroom community.
24,000.
Okay, so like when I buy anything, all that money that I spend goes to other people's schools and that
Buddy,
are
yeah. Okay. Phil has entered the chat.
who?
Nothing. Yes, taxes suck.
Josh, when I moved here, the population was only 13,000.
Now it's 24.
Another Gretzky Spezza card. What? Did something happen? Did Spezza? Well, obviously not. But what's up with
They could be someone with a Spezza PC that's selling their stuff to buy a card.
No,
on some-
it's like the third Spezza Gretzky card. Like they don't play the same.
no.
They didn't play at the same time. When a
There's
back
another
issue-
Gretzky auto in the auction that's Gretzky Orr and Martin Brodeur, and I thought like, what's the connection on that one?
Who is it?
It's Gretzky, Bobby Orr, and Martin Brodeur. It's a triple auto. I think it's in the auction today.
Top forward, top defenseman, top goalie.
Wow. Patrick Wall.
I love that. I'm going to try and focus on some watching some McDucks games this year because everyone says Carlson's so good. They say he's just ridiculously skilled. 7:15, okay. Interesting. Game used?
That's quite
Game
the all-star uniform, huh? I love my vintage all-star, but that's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Sticker auto.
Yeah, can't do it.
In a game used, like that's like that jersey was cut up in vain. You know, like it died for no sins.
Oh, maybe it's not maybe it's the all because Gretzky or Berger is the all-time wins leader, right? So maybe it's all-time wins leader, all-time goal leader, and all-time Bobby Orr leader.
Yeah. What do you guys? What's your?
I don't know,
thoughts on-
Ryan. Josh would know. Or G.
22-6 Canadian.
No, 22-6.
How do you guys feel about sticker autos in general?
Yeah. But I get why they do it for the civilians, right? The normies. They're like, well, what do you mean there's not an autograph in the box, hobby store owner? And then the hobby store owner's like, okay, fine, there's an autograph.
There's like a ecosystem. It's all connected. And while we as hobbyists love to complain, like when the cup comes out, like ridiculously late, and we get all butthurt about that, and I'm in that group. I'm been known to be butthurt, believe it or not, and mostly that's because Upper Deck can't get the cards back from the athletes. Like that's the reason why. And so it's kind of like they try to solve that by doing sticker autos. Which then we hate that too. We're hard to please.
Huh? Yeah, that's see this 10K difference between Betsy and Leo. It's wild. They both have the same potential.
Now,
Crazy, eh?
G, you answer that question from the dealer's perspective. Does it matter to you?
I mean, the saleability, like it's just it does kill it. It's not as desirable. It's a tougher move, but the favorite saying of our group again is like any card is liquid at the right price. So regardless of whether it's a sticker or some other low end card or something that's not super collectible, it doesn't really matter as long as it's you're stickering it below comps or it's a good price, good deal for the buyer. It will move. Maybe not as quickly as other cards that people are looking for, but they still move.
See, that's the thing, Tori. I don't want autographs in every set. I'd rather a good insert. I think autographs need to get back to being a little hard to get.
Like Allure should have no autos.
Allure should have no autos. That should be just an insert set only. My opinion.
But again, though, when we made this point, every time we talk about this, because it's true, and every hobby shop owner would say that product would never sell because when people come in to buy boxes, the first thing they ask is how many autos are in the box.
So there needs to be 2 to 3 years of so this will never happen. There would need to be a plan to not make as much money for everybody involved in the hobby ecosystem to make more money later. And I don't think that's the world we live in, right? So they'd say, listen, hobby shop owners, let's educate people more on a good insert, rarities, things like that. And then the next 2-3 years, we massage the culture in a more healthy way. We give it a little bit of therapy, a little self-reflection. And then in 3-4 years, with less autographs out, more of the general public is educated about what collecting cards is really about. But that won't happen. So, nice pipe dream.
Just to respond to one of the chat, sticker autos makes the hobby more accessible to people. Like that's 100% true, and that's the same with the different boxes as well, right? Like MVP and Allure and some of the lower end, it's the same thing, but from a product perspective, you have all those like kind of lower end products for entry level new collectors.
So saying everything I said, everyone in the chat making comments, everything is legit too. Look how many flavors we bring the hobby, right? That was just my opinion. There's so many different opinions. Yeah. So it's good. It's good. Like I love this. It's great.
You were talking about those players not getting cards back in time. I had the hardest time trying to figure out that Madonna statures I got. They're 2021s, but they're 1920s because he never got them back in time.
That's so nice.
Well, yeah, and then that's why there's updates. Is that it's not Upper Deck's fault. It's that they can't demand that the players send them back because they're too afraid that the player won't sign anymore.
Cigar Scott made a really good point here, Mike. But remember Curtis last week was like, Phil, it's me, Curtis, Phil, me. I'm messaging you. But anyways, he hit a Connor McDavid Black Diamond sticker auto. And what conversation do we, Cigar Scott, you're absolutely correct. I was like, well, your autograph's a sticker. So, well, you have to explain that, right? So you're very good point. Very, very good point, Scott.
I've been staring at a song for like 4 minutes. I don't know what it is. It's called Phil Sniffer, and I kind of want to play it.
Yeah, play it. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this card! Beautiful. I love.
That's a nice. This is a great card.
Look at
great
look at
card.
Brown pants or breezers, whatever.
Heritage. Yeah.
That's the one the curtains are closing on him.
Yeah, Louis. Yeah. It's great.
They need more patches from those. Well, he probably only wore it once. But
it's in a museum.
Okay, here we go. This could be canceled.
In a museum. So do you, Dr. Jones.
You ever wonder why Phil's nose is always near the relics? Yeah.
Poor man.
Oh, this is Phil the Patch Sniffer. That's what this is.
He's ripping wax on a Thursday night. Says, let's go, boys. This box feels right. Bass, 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 then boom, a patch. But instead of a sleeve, he brings it to his stash. He's lifting that swatch like it's fine cuisine. Close his eyes, now he's lost in the scene. You smell that Louis, that's game-used funk. Straight from a winger who never washed his junk.
Jesus God.
Well, he's a patch sniffer. Relic hits make his heart beat quicker. While we slap him, he grabs them, takes a deep whiff. Yeah, he's sniffing that fabric.
Worried about he getting that canceled?
101.
God, fine.
Phil says this one's from a rookie year cup. Takes a long draw like he's sipping syrup. Notes of sweat with a hint of pine. Definitely worn in a Tuesday night grind. He sniffed a Crosby and saw the divine. Smells like leadership and victory in time. No swatches say
that smells like leadership
in the room. Even sniffed a patch from a locker room broom.
I would never do that. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I draw the line. Yes,
red I am.
Weak.
Some people grade for corners. Me, I grade for aroma.
Aroma.
You haven't lived.
Yes. Yes, Thomas. That's so funny.
Did you have any idea what you were getting yourself into tonight, G?
No. Like I've watched quite a bit of the podcast, but I don't think I've heard this many songs.
Oh, we made
the songs.
There's quite the toolbox here. I made a Dean Portman heavy metal song for him for tomorrow.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, so he'll stop asking. I made
no,
two different
hey, I'm right with him.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, Corey, that's good. Hi, Mrs. Olsen. Hi. We got a girl on the chat. We got a girl.
Happy anniversary, by the way.
Oh, happy anniversary. How many more?
See, I pay attention, Tori. Good job. Way to post that, Tori.
When's your anniversary, guys? Louis, when is yours?
Last month.
Oh, nice. How many years?
21.
Wow, that's crazy. Josh, you?
Oh boy.
No.
We got married in 2004. So, Louis.
21 years.
21 years, yeah. In June.
Well, it could be 20. June 11th?
Can I tell you something crazy? Did I ever tell you, Phil, about Louis, you probably know this about the number 11 in my family.
Is there a movie about that?
I think
7.
You could make one. We have a new camera to do that.
Okay, go ahead. Tell us the story.
So my birthday is November 11th. 11/4/77. My wife's birthday is 4/11/76.
Be cooler if it was 420.
My son's birthday is November 6th. So my daughter's birthday is July 11th tomorrow. Sweet baby Ava turns 17
happy
tomorrow.
birthday.
Yeah.
18 tomorrow?
18 tomorrow.
Wow.
We were married on June 11th. Our Madeline, my daughter who passed away, was when she was born, she was 6 pounds 11 ounces. Sam was 7 pounds 11 ounces, and Ava was 8 pounds 11 ounces.
That's crazy, dude.
So the number 11 is like totally intertwined.
When you look at the clock, are you an 11/11 guy? I'm a 1-2-3-4 guy, 12-34 guy.
I don't ever. What is 11/11? Make a wish? Is that what you're supposed to do or something like that?
I don't know. That's I don't know. 1-2-3-4 is mine.
222, 333, 444.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get excited when it's 420.
So if like you know how sometimes like the Powerball or whatever the equivalent is in Canada gets to like some ridiculous number, we always put like 11 as the Powerball, and have never won.
We'll
I wouldn't
maybe
be
pick a
here.
different number.
Yeah. That's a great.
My your girlfriend, my sister. Do you know her birthday? You should, because it's my
Which
birthday.
one? I'm dating
Which
both.
one? Good answer. My sister Alexandra has the same birthday, April 30th. But she's a Jehovah's Witness, so we can't celebrate together. But I wish her a happy birthday every year, anyways. And she goes, "I hope you have a great day too." It's funny.
That wouldn't be very boring. You couldn't, not that I celebrate it, but not at all.
Well, Dad's birthday becomes like non-existent, and I have my son's birthday is 2 days after mine, so my birthday pretty much ended when he came.
Yeah, you got canceled as soon as he was born.
I don't get birthdays either because mine's 3 days after Christmas.
Oh, that sucks, Lee. Or you could be Sylvain, have your birthday month. He's like, guys, it's my birthday month. I'm like, I don't even know what that means, dude. It's like, I was like, I remember the last person that said that to me. My ex-girlfriend in high school. All right, 1 minute.
Hey, I wish that card had a little red in it. Orange, I mean.
Yeah.
That's just being picky.
Oh, but the amp goes to 11. There you go, cigar.
I heard that they're remaking that. Did you guys hear that?
No, you can't remake it. First of all, you could maybe do another mockumentary, but there's only one.
Oh, Dave's a better friend of me because we share 11, Phil. You're no longer friends with Dave.
Would you stop?
We got married on the 22nd because that was my baseball and hockey numbers.
All right, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Phil's got to go to bed. Big day tomorrow. Big day.
Gosh, it's still got to come over.
Oh God, that's crazy. I'm ready for
I'm going to be reunited with Puppy tomorrow at the cabin.
Oh, fun, little Kobe.
Yeah, because my whole family is ditching, so I'm like, they have fiber internet there. I'll just do Monday show from the cabin. Go see Kobe.
Do we see 25 on this?
I hope so. It's a good card.
I really like the 2-color Edmonton cards, but not so much the Leaf cards. It's weird.
Depends on the condition of the top edge. Who knows?
Gosh, here you go. Louis, when do you guys answer that?
Huh? It's all over Discord.
Yeah. We have Gongshow Radio on Discord.
Do you guys care much about it being game used versus?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
We can end there. We'll address this.
What?
I think I really wonder 10 years from now if that isn't a huge thing. Like if I'm spending $100,000 on a great patch of McDavid's True RPA and the versus the fact that it's player worn.
At least it's player worn though. Like at least it's still.
Yeah, I know, but like photo shoot. Well, the craziest thing, G, right, is that like because so obviously if you're into game use, it's mainly their second year cards, and because of production times and schedules, do you know that a lot of the second year game use jerseys are actually rookie jerseys that Upper Deck never even they just put them in second year cards. So think about that for a minute. Like had they if they were able to kind of fix that and actually use game used rookie jerseys in rookie cards.
I mean, like, how do you get around that? I guess you delay product for a year.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
which
pandemic
would
would've
be
been-
bad.
the pandemic and the the whole backup with the cards and releases of product would have been a great opportunity to implement that if they really wanted to have game used patches in their rookie materials, or sorry,
Yeah.
their
Agreed.
rookie cards.
Well, what Iron Frenzy is saying, I think, is the future, and it's what Fanatics introduced. It's game identified memorabilia. That sends the hobby to the next level. That's the number one thing that could be done to catapult this whole hobby, I believe, 2 notches up.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
did you have fun, G?
I had fun. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Connor,
it.
brother.
Great to meet
Thank
you.
you.
Where
Yeah.
can people find out like all your info or check out?
Yeah,
Your
Juicy
products, all
Lab.
Yeah, Juice Labs in the brackets. That's our Instagram page. You can follow us there. But yeah, you could just contact us through there and we can connect with our personal Instagrams just through there. So that's fine.
Okay,
Just
man.
Juice Labs
They're
on-
motivated sellers. Motivated sellers.
Yeah, and we always love meeting new people and other hobbies and collectors as well. So, and we're always happy to chat and share whatever we know, knowledge about the hobby too. So always feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to have that discussion.
Very good group. I vouch for their personalities in friendship. Great guys. Check out Juice Labs 100%. I completely.
Awesome. All right, Louis.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh, gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait. I didn't win this card, but I won a card. What the hell? I
think are you having a conversation with yourself right now? Or are you?
I bid it on that. I was trying to get. I mean, the guy can have it for that price, which is good for the seller and Slab Sharks. But I tried to get on the last Escher base, the cup out of 249. I missed out on it, but
Phil, sit down.
I won that friggin' Pinnacle Zenith ZT Madonna.
Oh, nice.
Atta boy, good job, man.
What did you get it
I'm
for?
glad you did. That's a wicked card.
80 Canadian.
There you go. Remember when you said you
Excellent
absolutely
fight.
weren't buying any sports cards till the national?
Yeah.
Well, this was an auction. It's a little different.
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't count. All right. We got to go. Louis, take us out.
Bye.